My youth so happy, my hair so nappy, had an afro.
What is going on, people? Today is the day. We are live, and it's Arsenal versus Man United. Got a jam-packed podcast for you guys today. I cannot wait. Absolutely brilliant. Garfield, can you hear?
Garfield's
All right,
left
Garfield
the building.
having a bit of problems, so he's probably going to check. He had a bit of problems beforehand when he came in. Gary, how are you? Excited for today?
I'm very good. Looking forward to this. Obviously, there's a little bit of pressure on the team with Liverpool and City both winning previously, so it makes it even more important to get off to a good start. But looking forward to the game.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's have a look here. Garfield's back in. Hopefully, we've got Garfield with audio now. Yep. Okay, yep. So, Byron, wonderful for you guys to join on this amazing Sunday, start of the season. A lot is going to be told. Let me put the comments. A lot is going to be told. We're going to find out the results of pre-season, of how good our transfer windows were, all in about 10 minutes. So Garfield, how are you? How's your weekend?
Yeah, it's good. As you can see, I was training my daughter's football team earlier. But yeah, went to see my mum, had a cup of tea. She's got COVID, so didn't stay too long.
Oh, wow.
But all's good in the hood.
Excellent. So let's start it off, guys. We've got a jam-packed day ahead of us. So let's have a look at the two teams. And Garfield, talk us through your starting 11 and your bench.
Okay, well, obviously the big news, Onana dropped. Big statement from Amorim. He's not injured. Maybe it's Amorim's way of saying to the board, look, if you're not going to replace the keeper, I just won't play him. Simple.
Yeah.
Shaw, Dillet, Euro at the back. Shaw on his day is probably the best left back in the world. Not no more. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. And obviously Dorgu, Fernandez, Casemiro, and Dalot. I'm happy. I would have preferred Ahmad because he's more going forward, but Dalot's probably more defensive minded as well, because you guys are going to be stacked in midfield. But then if we come on to the front three, we've got Mount as the striker, but that's obviously going to be interchangeable between them three. Sesko, yeah, he was training on his own. He's not had much game time, as you know. Gyökeres has not really had that much pre-season. But yeah, you know, I'm okay. It's more of a defensive setup for the counter-attack. If we catch you on a counter-attack and get the ball past your midfield, then there's going to be trouble. You know that. But it's the midfield that I worry about.
Yeah, I agree. There is, I believe, I sent you the stats on today. We had a look at it, and it was pretty much, I think it's 5 games. So the last time you beat us was 2022, 3-1 at Old Trafford, which is a place that we don't really like to go, to be honest, because our record there is not great. But over the last 5 games, I think we're unbeaten in the league. We've won 4 and drawn 1. Everybody knows what happened last year in the result, where we had 29 shots. Havertz had like 6 shots inside the 6-yard line and still didn't score. And really, we should have ran away with that game. But such is the situation with our striking inability to score last season, and we just couldn't put the game away. So interesting team sheet that they've got there. Kind of knew Sesko wasn't going to play because he'd only started training for 5 days. Gyökeres has been in training for 3 weeks, and Arteta was saying he barely made the game in terms of fitness for 90 minutes. So Gary, I'm going to pull up the team sheet here. Let me know what your thoughts are on the team sheet. Interesting, Gary. Arsenal seem to have gone with their backup win backs. which I find really interesting. So, what's your thoughts on White and Calafiori starting instead of Timber and
Lewis
Calafiori?
Skelly.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think Timber must be struggling a bit with fitness. Hence probably why he's not starting. And I just think he prefers Calafiore defensively over Miles Lewis Skelly.
Yeah.
I think the team basically picks itself. I've got no problem with the starting 11. I think we knew Martinelli was going to get in over Medweke for the first couple of games at least. The biggest surprise for me is that Norgard is not even on the bench. You know, if we need something in that midfield, you know, we all right, we can bring on Miles Lewis Skelly, but then obviously if Calafiore picks up an injury, then Calafiore resorts to left back, and it leaves us a bit short in the middle. So that's the only really surprise for me, that Norgard is not even in the squad.
Yeah, it's we heard that there was about 3 or 4 nicks before this game. So to be honest, it wasn't surprising to see anybody dropped at this point for fitness protection or whatever. So I'm not surprised with Norgard. Got to be honest with you, really not surprised with him. But look at the bench, man. Kepa, Mosquera, Timber, Lewis Skelly, Moreno, Wanyeri, Trossard, Medweke, and Havertz. Wow. that's got to be one of the best benches I've seen in many, many, many years. Garfield's losing our audio. I'm not sure. It's definitely on your side, Garfield. We seem to be having no issues on our side.
You need to get rid of that dial-up, Garfield.
Yeah, we seem to be having no issues in terms of the audio where we are. And the game is about to kick off in about 4 minutes. So we're 4 minutes away in terms of game kickoffs. Let's shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Shout out to Cam. Cam says, hope Garfield is here. Love the guy, but he might have a very bad day. D says, new season, fellas. Oh, hold on. Let's get Garfield here and take this one out. Yeah, Garfield, can you hear us now? Can you hear us now, Garfield? Yeah, Garfield's really struggling. Really struggling at the moment. This one. Is that one still okay? Let's just see this one. Is that one working? Garfield, can you hear us? Can you hear us, Garfield? Yeah, he's still having problems. It's funny, he's been on the stream. He did our Friday night Premier League show, but we haven't had any issues with him in terms of audio. Yeah, so he can't hear us. Try to get some headphones. Let me send him a message. Game looks like it's gonna start soon. Let me message Garfield and tell him to plug some headphones in. Okay.
Get some headphones.
All right, plug in some headphones.
He's gone. He got the message.
Always works best. Right, okay. Right. Garfield, can you hear me? I just sent you a message and it's basically
I think he's just connecting his headphones.
Yeah, just use the headphones. That's the only way back. Shout out to D in the house. What's going on, D? Says, new season, fellas. I would like to say Man United are in big trouble with a capital T, but I ain't too sure how this season opener will go. Yeah, kind of same with you as well. I went for 1-1. In my heart of hearts, I would love it to be 3-1 to Arsenal. Prince, shout out to you. Prince, he's gone for 3-0 Arsenal. So that is a very telling result. D says, I want to see a big game from Odegaard. No excuses. Lay down a marker. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. Gary was talking about it. Liverpool scored 4. City has scored 4. You know, we got to come out of the blocks strong as well. If we got any intent, we got to come out of the block strong. Garfield, can you hear us?
I can now. Yeah, I got my headphones on.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, Garfield, you will never see me on a stream without headphones. It's just the best way to go, because there's too much audio. Yeah, it's just too much audio conflicts. If I took my headphones off and went live, it would cause all kind of problems and feedbacks because I've got my Xbox here, the television here, the computer screen here, my separate USB mic here. So headphones is just the way to go. I don't know how Gary does it. Gary and Tony don't seem to not use headphones, but it always works best for me.
Me and Tony are the A team.
I was going to say the only good thing about the midfield for us, which is nothing really, is that Bruno's stats speak louder than Odegaard's stats.
Well, we're going to have a look at that come today. Who's going to get off the score sheet? There's a minute silence for Diego Jota at the moment, guys. So
yeah.
And there it is. Silence is over on my side, so that should tell you guys where the timing is. On Arsenal, though, Gyökeres straight into the starting lineup for his debut with Kai Havertz now on the bench. Premier League debut as well for Martin Zubimendi. He starts with Rice and Odegaard. That's our new three musketeers in the midfield. The big shock today for Arsenal is White selected over Urian Timber and Calafiori over Lewis Skelly. So we've got our backup wing-backs playing today. Obviously up front, Saka and Martinelli with Madueke on the bench and Mosquera also on the bench. So we're gonna get some fireworks today, man. I'm looking forward to it. Gary, talk to me. Big up everybody in the chat.
Yeah, I'm just excited, man. Let's get this season off and flowing the right way, hopefully.
Yeah, I can't wait. So the expectations for Manchester United is to get back in European contention in the top six. Arsenal on a different journey, trying to win the league. And we get kickoff on my side. Have you guys kicked off yet?
No, I've not.
Yeah, I've just kicked off. And it's a long ball straight to Arsenal going with a route one ball in the box. And Euro clears. And I think that you're going to see this very different type of mold of football played now with Arsenal being more direct, because the recycling, tippy-tappy type of football frustrated a lot of people. But we've got direct players now like Gyökeres who can just cause so much problems. And so this is where Arsenal are at the moment. Gary, I'm a little bit shocked they're not wearing their blue tops.
Yeah, I thought they would be wearing the blue tops today. But obviously they're debuting the white kit.
Ooh, and Bremo just pushed down a player, but the ref is letting it go on. Here comes Manchester United on the counter. And it's cut out well by Ben White. And Bremo looked like he was going to get in on goal there, Garfield.
Ooh.
But
yeah, I saw.
Ben White had it covered.
Yeah, it weren't a foul.
I did notice in the games that I just watched today that the referee seems to be a lot lenient on some fouls.
I think we've got a decent bench to come on and win it.
Oh yeah, so have we, man. In fact, our bench could be the A team out there. Just head it back to the keeper. Come on, Saliba, what are you doing? What a palaver. What an absolute palaver.
Squeaky bum time.
Yeah, and Bremo, he's a bit of a muscle back there, but obviously not an issue for Saliba or Gabriel. But we're going to see a physical battle out there with them big bully boys out there anyway. Exciting times, man. No messing around from Arsenal.
My players to watch for me. If I had to pick two, you two can give me your two as well. Mine is Shaw and Mount.
Yeah, obviously for me, it's the new boys. It's Zubimendi and Gyökeres. One because obviously this is their Premier League debuts, and then two, weight of expectations put on this team, and those are going to be the two guys that's going to galvanize us. The best transitional player in the midfield, Thomas Partey, is not with us anymore. And then we have the most productive striker in Europe over the last 2 years, making his Premier League debut.
What about you, Gary?
What's that, mate?
Your 2 players, if you have to pick 2 out for today, who?
Zubamendi and Gyökeres. For me, I think see how they get on in their
Pretty
first
much fair
taste
game.
of proper Premier League football.
Do you know what? I think it's going to be quiet. Everyone was bigging up, I think, for Arsenal to come and do a job, but I always had this down as a draw.
Yeah.
A bore draw.
Very true, very true. It really depends. I mean, obviously United looking for counter-attack. This is where United will struggle. They're in our half. They're obviously attacking.
Just side to side, isn't it?
Yes, because the movement is static. This is what United had problems with last season.
Believer would have sorted this out.
Yeah.
Or Wharton, Adam Wharton. Now I think we're putting a bid in for.
Needed says short and mount, and then he's gone laugh out loud. Cam saying Bruno nearly got 40x goal and assist last season, Garfield. Yeah. That's Mo Salah. That's Mo Salah numbers. Free kick to Man United here, guys. 4 minutes and 10 seconds gone. Bruno Fernandes about to have a delivery into the Arsenal box. Towards the end of last season, Arsenal not really defending set pieces very well, considering they had the best defense. That's a poor free kick from Fernandes. Arsenal break. Look at Martinelli, man. Full of legs. United gone route 1 as well. That's easily dealt with Saliba. Saka's first touch on the ball nearly gets tripped, but he maintains. He's looking for help. Arsenal need to control possession right now. United doing a good job of pressing. That's the ball that Gyökeres needs, mate. That's the nice physicality from Gyökeres. That's what we want to see. So it takes 2 Man United defenders to depossess him. But just the sheer fact that Gyökeres went for that ball and won it in the first place shows really the mettle and steel that Arsenal have been lacking up front over the last few years. Gary?
I haven't seen it yet, mate. I'm a little bit behind you. My stream keeps ducking.
Yeah, but remember these numbers, all his big numbers are from Coventry and bloody a farm league.
No, yeah, we only count the Champions League, and he's got 7 goals in that. And the second highest XG in Europe.
One Champions League season.
Yeah. He had the second highest XG for a striker behind Harry Kane. That is good. That's nothing to do with it. That's a great ball from Mbeumo. That's a great Mbeumo's 1-on-1. He has a shot, but to be honest with you, Saliba has it covered off, and it's a low flat shot and a save from David Raya. It's a poor pass, but Arsenal clear. A little bit of nerves there from Arsenal. Little bit of nerves from Arsenal. You got to put that down as a chance for Mbeumo. That's the second time Mbeumo's looked dangerous today. Something United really didn't have last season.
We didn't have 90% of what we've got now.
Yeah. Can't believe Casemiro's playing today. What on earth is going on there?
No, he can still do a job. Not as effective as Real Madrid, but if you're paying him 350 grand a week, man, you
is that a free kick, referee?
Yeah, clear. You can't just steam in from behind.
Yeah, he's won the ball. I think he's that. It is from behind, and it's by the book, and that's where he's got to give it. But sometimes you do see those given as clear tackles. Saliba does those tackles all the time. Another free kick to Man United. It's a good spell of possession from United here, guys.
Need it.
And Mbeumo's been sharp in his first game for United.
Yeah, you know what you're going to get with Mbeumo because you've seen him at Brentford. So he's always going to be that danger man, isn't he?
Which is interesting why they've gone with Calafiori. It's a trick play from United and it's a long shot, but it's miles away. Hold on, guys. Let me just get my drink sorted out.
I need to get on Apollo's stream, man. He's like 10 seconds ahead. It's just ruining it every play. Let's have a look. 7:38, 7:38, 6:52.
Nothing wants to work for me today. What's going on?
I know mine's been hit and miss today during football. Peacock is normally good.
Yeah, I've just had it on Peacock and it kept buffering all over the place.
Yeah, it's there now. Hub Prem. There we go. 8:05 Hub Premier 1. 8 minutes 10 seconds. What are you on, Gary?
7 minutes 30.
Hub Prem. I don't know which setup you've got, so see what Apollo.
So I gained 30 seconds.
Ah. Eight 34, 8:35. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I'm happy, man. So far, so good. Are you disappointed with the start, Gary, or was it what you expected?
To be honest, you're away from home at Old Trafford. It's going to be United are going to be in the ascendancy. I thought early on. You know, they've got a point to prove after last season.
Be smash and grab from Arsenal if they win it.
I think as the game goes on, I think Arsenal will come more and more into it. Oh, Ben White, that's soft, Ben White. That is soft.
Yeah, crap corner. You're on the counter. Oh, you're through. Got players back. Good tackle, man. Good tackle. Mount's all over the place.
Yeah, he needs to be because he's got to keep his position, isn't it? He's
do you know what? Mount is a good little player. If he stays injury free, he's like Shaw, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Mr.
Let me
Reliable.
just change my jersey, guys. I've just put the barbecue on outside in the garden, and didn't realize.
I'll be there in 90.
Didn't realize. Come on, guys! Yes, gone. Oh!
What time are you on, Apollo?
I'm on 10 minutes and 40 seconds.
Oh, still 20 seconds ahead. 10 seconds ahead. Right, Apollo.
Hold on, I just changed my jersey, so I had to take the microphone off. Right, go on. What's that, lads?
Yeah, calm down with your commentary because I'm 10 seconds behind and Gary's 20 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So delay your reaction for 10 seconds.
All right, we'll try to. Arsenal win the ball back in the midfield again. It's good press from the Gunners.
Oh, get out of the way, man.
Looks like it's a throw into Arsenal.
I'll tell you what, Mbermo, man, he's doing all right down this right
Yeah,
wing.
he is. I think he's had a really good start. Saying slow off the mark. Arteta needs to get them settled. Bad start by Arsenal. I think it's an okay start. I think it's a good start from United. No play in the midfield, wants the ball. Lack of creative player. I think United have made a good start, and it's probably what they need in terms of all the expectations. Oh, that's well won by Calafiori. Go on. Oh,
The thing is, when teams are playing Man U now with decent players in, because the opposition team doesn't have the ball as much because we've improved. Yeah. People think it's their team that's not doing great, when in fact it's just us that's improved.
Yeah, it's a corner to Arsenal. I didn't want to say anything. I wanted to. Set piece FC.
He scored.
Set piece FC. Delay a little bit so Garfield can see it.
No, yeah, so I know they've scored.
A tactical change from Mikel Arteta has come through. This is what good managers do. It's
No, it's only
Calafiori,
12
the corner
minutes gone,
comes in.
man.
The corner comes in from Declan Rice. And it's absolutely, the goalkeeper's made a woof of it, to be honest with you. Calafiori, it's the tactical change that the manager's put in there. People saying you've dropped Mars Lewis Skelly and you've dropped Timber, but this is what good managers do. It's a
Do
good.
you know what?
Good,
He handed it into the goal. It come off his hand into the.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, it's awful goalkeeping error. Terrible goalkeeping.
Anana's skinning teeth now at home.
Let's have a slow look at that again. Declan Rice has put it right on the money. Yeah, it looks like Calafiori did get the head to it.
Goalkeeper didn't really have any pressure on him neither.
Yeah, so it's going to be claimed as Calafiori's goal. What is the goalkeeper doing? I mean, Calafiori doesn't even need to be there, and it's going in the back of the net.
Yeah, but what was the defender on the line doing?
God knows.
Oh no, he put the keeper, made it go over Delay.
Yeah,
he couldn't have done that about that.
Set piece FC again, bro.
That's
Set
all right.
piece FC.
That's a goalkeeper own goal, man. You can't give it to your player.
No, I think he headed it on the line. I was looking at.
Do you think United will go for Donnarumma?
No, he wants City, innit? Man City.
If that's going to be big, man. He does want City, yeah. But if they could imagine if United sign him, that is going to be fireworks.
Do you know what? I'll take any keeper out the top half of the Championship at the minute.
Yeah. Well, I think Aaron Ramsdale is still free.
No, he's at Newcastle.
Oh, right. They did officially sign him then. Yeah, that must have happened when I was in Dominican Republic. Yeah. How you feel now, D? How you feel now, bro? Arsenal just a little bit more settled. And normally with games like this, you just want the game to come to you. United have a throw in. United have a throw in Arsenal then.
I think we'll still get a goal.
Saka hasn't really been.
I said 3-1 in my prediction to Arsenal. That's got to be a foul. What? Jokerit's pulled to the floor. Referees seem to be letting a lot of pull in and go in the games that I've seen so far this season.
Yeah, but we don't want it stop, start.
Yeah, you don't want it stop, start, correct. But at the same time, a foul's a foul, right?
A blatant foul, yeah.
There was a couple in the Chelsea Palace game.
Oh,
and I've just seen Jokerit get done a couple of times.
You see that right on the edge of the penalty box?
Yeah. Zubimendi on Fernandes.
This is Bruno Fernandes territory. I don't know. I'd give it Kuna, though. He's good at free kicks.
Last time Bruno Fernandes had a free kick in this area against Arsenal, he scored.
Mm-hmm. I think they'll bluff it. Mount.
And Brummer wants this, but you get past the captain first, bro.
Mount's got a good foot on it as well. He's walking away. Why they got the hands over their mouth? It's not as though any of the players can lip read. And Burma.
Yeah, I just hope that Mikel doesn't decide to sit deep and defend for the whole game now.
You don't want to do that when Sesko comes on.
Did anyone watch the Chelsea game?
Yeah.
No.
Did you see the Eze's goal get ruled out? The free kick.
Yeah, no.
I heard about it.
No way. But that little.
I've never heard that rule before in my life.
Oh, Martin Odegaard! Oh, Martin Odegaard just pulled off a move that's going to be on Twitter That's going to be trending on Twitter. And Martin, oh, what a
I
play!
don't want to hear
He's-
about no moves unless it involves a goal.
Oh, he's just made him look silly, and Luke Shaw's going to get booked for that.
No, but Gary, that weren't a foul. That's what defenders do.
No.
They push.
It wasn't given for the foul. When Gahey pushed Saicedo, he went too close to the Chelsea wall. You have to be a metre away from the wall. If there's 3 or more men in the wall, you have to be a metre away. That's why it was ruled out.
I've never even heard of that law.
No, I've never heard of that rule before in my life.
It's like, have you seen how many keepers are breaking the 8-second rule?
Yeah, I've seen a couple. And the only one that got punished was the Dubravka for Burnley.
You shouldn't have brought it in.
Ridiculous, man.
Stupid rule. Yeah. Big up to Andrew. What's going on? It says, greeting, gentlemen. And big up to Tony. Tony, again, congratulations. We all did a nice relaxed celebration clap for Tony on our last stream. He's out there in Peru with his wife, enjoying.
Nice.
Tony, did you buy a stream for the game, or did you go to a bar? Did you find it in a bar? Are you watching live? How are you getting on with the stream, bro?
Come on, Sesko half time, man.
Yeah, I think Sesko might get 25, 30 minutes today. To be honest, it depends on how much. It depends on how much he trained.
No, if he's on the bench, he's fit.
Tony says, I'm at Molly's Irish bar. Can't see what that says. Cusco. So Tony's watching the game. Tony, let me know what your thoughts are on the game. It's a good start from the Gunners away from home. Again, Arsenal, best away record that they've had for ages. Now you're selling that, bro. You're selling that. There comes Arsenal again on the break. Guys, again, same through. That's it. There you go. Square for Gyökeres. Oh my God, how can you say that's offside? Oh my God, that was 2-0. That was supposed to be 2-0. Well, I need to see a replay.
Clear offside. That's clear offside.
Yeah, it looked like he was offside. Yeah, Calafiori was offside. I mean, Calafiori is really making himself known. He should have been starting more for Arsenal last year, but just looks so dangerous going forward.
It was just injuries that stopped him from starting more.
Exactly.
What do you think to Gyökeres so far?
He hasn't been in the game, but he was right there. You know, when we normally have that attack and break, we never have anybody in the box there. And if you look at Gyökeres, he was right there to tap that in for 2-0.
See, Calafiori gives you that attacking edge, doesn't he, over Miles Lewis-Skelly?
Yeah. Tony, I'm on 21 minutes and 10 seconds.
I'm on 21.
But Tony, my stream is always a little behind on IPTV. Okay, Tony's about 20 seconds ahead of us. Odegaard is starting to get on the ball and calm things down for Arsenal. That's what the captain does. That's what a good captain does.
Play it the other way, Saliba.
Yeah, and the thing is, Arsenal haven't really settled into their mold. They're not really pinging the ball in their possession. I mean, they're enjoying a little bit of possession now, but it's a slow start from Arsenal.
We ain't even had a shot on target yet.
To just terrorize them. Right now, the best thing to do is
just
let Zubimendi try and dictate the game.
Yeah, a little scuff shot.
Yeah, let Zubimendi try and dictate the game. Let him and Odegaard just try and run possession on the game. That's what they should be doing. And that's what they're doing right now.
You've settled nice now, Arsenal have.
Yeah.
Look, no pressure on the ball. Half-court press. It's not even no press. No one's even pressing him. Look, just
Odegaard
stand.
winning that challenge again. I tell you, they've got 2 men on Saka. They do not want Saka to have a good game today. So credit to Man United for that.
Look, we're just bouncing
What
off of you,
are
man.
you doing? What are you doing, bro? Just get rid of the ball. That's on you, Raya. What are you doing? Don't sit on it like that. He's regarded as the best goalie playing the ball out the back, and he's just hesitated there. Just pure tomfoolery. He of what people should know you shouldn't be doing that.
Good pressure, man. Good pressure.
Gary, Andrew's saying, Gary, is your dog a Man United fan?
No,
Yeah.
man, my dog's Arsenal 100%. You're Arsenal?
No, he's not. He's lying to you.
Garfield's not my dog, he's my cat.
I was born before the cat. We've had this conversation before.
Cam saying,
Yeah.
so frustrating how nervy we look passing at the back. United's press isn't that good. No, I think United's press is good. I disagree
No.
with that.
If we get another,
United-
we need another like Belieber would have been perfect, man. He's like a Conte, man. He's just
Yeah, but 105, 115 million package, are you prepared to pay that for him? He didn't look really good the other day.
That's a good ball. Here comes Arsenal. That's a good ball by Calafiori. Odegaard through the middle. Do something. And I see this is the thing that this is going to make or break your season. Odegaard,
Hey,
you've got to be
Gary,
more
if we'd have bought
decisive in those. Here comes
Belieber
Mbeumo.
for 100 million,
Mbeumo!
and
he misses the target.
And then if we would have got into the top 5, the 100 million pays for him.
Yeah, no, I get that. But it's a lot of money for an unproven talent.
It is, but
you know, when you pay 105 million for Declan Rice, you knew exactly what you was getting. It done exactly what it said on the tin.
But Belieber for that pivot, man, it'd be perfect, man. And he's like a rabbit. He's all over the pitch. Yeah, and Burmo should have done better there, man. Is it a corner? Yeah,
Okay.
Corner.
Odegaard has got to do better in that situation, man. He's got Saka one way, Calafiori the other way, and he just wastes it.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. That you know, that's on him. That's on him. Corner to Man United. Arsenal clear. Cam says, "Come on, play the ball over to Gyökeres. We need a goal from him so he can silence their fans." Man United wanted him badly.
Yeah, only because of the Ruben link. That's all.
Yeah.
It weren't because of his. Sesko's got a better ceiling. He's got a better. He can adapt. He's younger. He's got a better sell on when he decides to go.
Yeah, that's only if he reaches that ceiling, though. Garfield.
Yeah, Gyökeres has already reached that ceiling. He scored more goals than any striker in Europe over the last 2 years.
Sesko will be in the basement in 2 years.
Here comes Arsenal again. Ben White on the right-hand side. It's cut in. Saka, that's your move, mate. No, Saka's gone to the right side, left side now. Martinelli, and that's poor. That's what is Martinelli doing there? Is he passed it back to the United goalkeeper? I think Martinelli's felt sorry for the United goalkeeper because of the howler he made on the goal. So Martinelli's just calmly just passed him the ball back. Yeah, it's not good. Refs having a go at Gyökeres now.
Yeah, because he thinks he's playing in the Farmer League, doesn't it?
I don't know. He seemed to be doing well in the Champions League.
Man, come on. One Champions League, bro. Come on.
No, he scored 7 goals last year and 9 goals in the Champions League the year before that. That's not bad, is it? It's 16. Here comes United. But United, what is going on with Man United in the box? Honestly, if United had more men committed in the box, they would have had a chance to score. It's offside. It's offside.
Look at that, man. Look, no one.
Yeah, it's offside anyway. No, and Bremo's giving him the ball well too late. They should have given him the ball much earlier than that. But look, there's no one in the box. Sesko there watching, getting frustrated.
Yeah, and Dalo, Ahmad. That was a good call. Yeah, man, Sesko's just rubbing his hands.
Andrew saying it's naughty to name Sesko Tesco. Tesco. Low value striker, man. That's really actually that's a good name for him, Tesco. Low value striker. He's got a long way
if he comes on and scores and wins a game, boy, you better delete this stream, bro. Telling you.
I'll give him credit. If he comes on and sit for them, I'll give him credit.
I'll make you famous on X.
Here come United, but every time United break, they just don't have the numbers. And Bremo on the right-hand side now. He crosses the ball in. But the header's won by Ben White. Arsenal just big and strong back there. But it's 28 minutes and 20 seconds gone, and Arsenal just really walking through this game, to be honest. They haven't really got their stars into the game. Martinelli's not done well. Saka's not got into the game. Gyökeres not getting into the game. And it's a little bit sloppy from Arsenal, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're not playing like a team who's 3 or 4 transfer windows ahead of us, are you?
Oh, look at that tackle by Odegaard. That is fantastic from the captain. And here comes Arsenal breaking with Martinelli. That is great from Odegaard and Martinelli, who absolutely has no idea how to play football. Just, I'm not even going to even describe what that is. And Mikel, this is the reason why Madueke should be starting over Martinelli. That's all I'm going to say. Shocking. Absolutely shocking at this level. I want to see Gary's face when he sees that Martinelli pass. Absolutely shocking.
I'll say I better have that big shepherd's hook.
Oh,
the hook this guy off.
I tell you, it's end-to-end stuff. This here comes Man United. It's end-to-end stuff. Oh, it's a shot. It goes really, really close from Dogru.
Close ain't good enough, Apollo.
Yeah.
Oh, please, Martinelli, what are you doing, man?
Ooh, off the post. That was off the post.
Yeah.
It was off the post.
Yeah.
Hit the post, didn't it?
Yeah, the outside of the post. No, it looked like it hit the post, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's out of nothing. I mean, that's out of absolutely
no one else is
against
doing anything, man.
Yeah.
Someone's got to take the initiative, man. And
yeah. So, Gary, what's your assessment so far?
I think it's been a bit of a sloppy game from both teams, to be honest. I don't think anyone's shown anything that you think, oh, look, this team is going to be world beaters. Arsenal sloppy in possession. United haven't really done nothing. Obviously, Dogu hits the outside of the post. You know, but sometimes that's what it takes, just a pot shot from distance. Anything can happen. You know, Arsenal have had a couple of breaks where Odegaard's wasted the ball, Martinelli's wasted the ball.
Yeah.
But even game so far, I think.
Yeah, and I think for Arsenal, I mean, it's a strange starting 11. Not the starting 11 that I would have suspected, but I think Calafiori's had a really good game so far. We just haven't looked settled down. I know it's not a good word to use, but it's a very strange setup.
Martinelli's volley, man.
Old players like Declan Rice playing in new positions as well, and it just seems a little bit disjointed at the moment.
It's just rustiness, isn't it? It's like the first game of the
Here comes
season.
Arsenal again on the break. It's Odegaard. Doesn't really have that much support, but he goes wide to Gyökeres. Gyökeres crosses the ball into the middle. Oh, Martinelli.
See the volley.
He's trying that overhead kick, but it's Martinelli.
Man's trying that overhead kick when you can't pass it 5 yards along the floor. Please.
Yeah. Oh, Cunha! How has he done that? I mean, unbelievable strength from Cunha. He breaks the midfield. To be honest, it's quite scrappy, but he wins it anyway. And I think he's gassed out. He's surprised he's still got the ball.
Scuffed it.
He's still got pressure on him. And then he scuffed the kick and it was straight into the hands of Raya.
See, last season we didn't do none of this, man. None of this was happening. So I'm just happy that it's only 1-0. And if we lost by 1 goal, you know, it's not, you know, the be all and end all.
Martinelli, get off this pitch, man.
Saka doesn't look. I mean, yeah, it looks weird right now. it looks a little disjointed. Skyno Vinci says it's good that both teams are going at each other. The pace is relentless. Yeah, that's what I said. It's actually exciting that it's like this. It's nothing like the European final they had with Spurs. It's actually a decent game of football you're watching here right now. Both teams going at it. But for me, honestly, I just don't think we're playing with any confidence in this system. It's definitely something new we're doing. It's definitely something different.
Is this a new system you're playing?
I don't think it's a new system. I think
it's a new system, Gary.
The system is pretty much the same.
Gary. I talked to Jordan and them lot, and they've been sitting in the micro rooms at London Coney. It's a new system. Trust me on that one. Trust me.
It looks exactly the same as the last system for the last so many years.
What I've also noticed, Gary, in the midfield is the 6 is pivoting between 2 players. Zumbamendi switches to the 8, then the 6. Rice is switching to the 8 to the 6. We didn't really see that last season. I think Mikel should have probably had a good look at this in pre-season, but obviously due to the amount of games that we played. Go on, Saka! Square it, mate! Go on, Saka, just cross! Oh.
Here we go. Some numbers for you. So total shots as 6, you 2 on target, 2 each. Big chances, Arsenal 1. Accurate passes.
Come on.
81%.
Go on, Odegaard, shoot! Oh!
77% you. And that's it. It's quite tight stats.
Yeah. Odegaard just broke 3 guys, squared it up for a shot, but it was a poor shot. Goalkeeper makes a routine save. 35 minutes gone in the game, guys, so far. Arsenal leading 1-0 on a Calafiori header. That's a good tackle there from Martinelli as well. You know, Martinelli might be dying on the offensive side, but he is putting in a shift on the back there.
Like I said, at this point, you might as well make Martinelli a left back.
We're wasting a space there in our starting 11. He's done nothing in this game, and I don't want to chime in on him and pillow in on him, to be honest. But I'm saying that this is a team going for the title. Oh, is Gyökeres going to get there? Yes, he is. Cut it back. Go on, Gyökeres. No, they're saying he's offside. Gyökeres not really had a sniff of chance today so far.
He's not all that.
I think Amaran is obviously focusing the game plan around trying to stop him, to be honest.
Well, every ball we played to him has been up in the air, so there's nothing for him to hold on to and link play. It's all been head high.
Do you know what? I didn't realise how tall Sesko was, man.
He's 6'5", he's a big boy, man.
6 isn't he? 6'5".
Massive,
6'5", yeah. Arsenal's got to come with more of the press. I can see that towards the end of the half.
If you don't kill this game by half time, man, you're going to regret the second half.
That's not really us. We're a second half team. We're really slow. We're slow starters generally. Second halves, us and Liverpool score more late goals in the second half than any other team in the league. So
I think the good thing, most of your efforts, Garfield, have come from 20, 25 yards, haven't they? You know, nothing sort of like close range.
What did you think to Liverpool?
I thought Bournemouth created their own downfall, to be honest.
Yeah. That reminded me of Liverpool last season. Here comes Arsenal breaking again. It's 3 against 3. Odegaard with the ball. And Odegaard, you know what? I'm with Odegaard on that one. I'm with you on that one, bro. I'm absolutely with you on that one because Martinelli has absolutely no idea where to go. You obviously got to flank left. And Martinelli's in no man's land. Just absolutely no footballing brain, no acumen of what to do, where to go. and Odegaard's played the ball down the flank. Oh, United just had a shot which runs across the face of the goal. But back to the Arsenal captain. He's played the ball there. United win it back again because of a mistake. It looks like an Arsenal player, Gabriel, may be down.
Yeah.
Clear it.
Tackle.
Clear it. That's a free kick to Arsenal. Yeah. You know what, Tony? Tony says Gabriel looks dodgy. They need to get Martinelli off that pitch. I'm sorry. If you had Madueke, this first half would have gone completely different.
Who are you going to replace him with?
Madueke.
Yeah. Just absolutely, what are you doing on that right hand on that left hand side?
I think that shot, that's a good save from David Raya.
Yeah, that was going in.
I got to get some more ice.
Yeah, just wait. I need to go to. Well, I'll wait till half time.
Well battled, Gyökeres.
We ain't even got no fight in us, man.
Great save.
Look, Cunha just walking around like it's a Sunday stroll.
But this is the type of player he is, Garfield.
Like Berbatov.
You know, like sometimes when you're in the trenches, it's not the type of player that you want, is it?
No.
It's all right, like in the club, if you're thriving and you're free falling up, you kind of accept it. But if you're battling away and you're losing the game or you're not quite in the game, you need everyone pulling the same way.
So I mean, and if you look at Mbermo, it's just battling for everything. I think Cunha reminds me of a bit like a goal hanger. Just waiting for one slip up to get his chance.
I think he's the type of player that can be worth the admission fee alone if he does something special. But sometimes that's a luxury. And in a team that's maybe not playing so well or not doing the simple things well, then that's a luxury that sometimes you can't afford.
Saka's been quiet, isn't he?
I didn't even know he was on the pitch, mate.
I know. We got a corner here. Yeah. Probably score off this corner. And that's why the Glazers will never go. See how many people have got the new kit on in the stadium.
As long as they're making money, they ain't going nowhere.
Well, it's nice. It's the land around Old Trafford that they want. I don't even think, even if Arteta doesn't, I think as long as you guys finish in the top 4, I think Arteta's job's always going to be safe.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that you're kind of right there, but I'd like to see him win something this season.
You'll get.
It's not the one that you want, but silverware's silverware, right?
Yeah, you'll get something. I don't know what, but you'll get some form of silverware. Blatant free kick.
2 of the worst shots I've ever seen in the Premier League history there from Ben White and Martin Odegaard.
Who's that? Yellow card. Calafiori. Dragging his top off him. It reminds me of that. Is it Petite that had his hair like that?
Yeah, it's Emmanuel Petit.
Emmanuel Petit, that's it.
He's blonde. He's quick. He's named after Emmanuel.
Did he play for 2 London clubs?
Yeah, he came back and went to Chelsea, I believe.
Yeah, that's it, Chelsea.
Now, you see, Calafiori's got a yellow card there, right? Now, I've seen worse in
No,
two
nearly pulled
previous
his top off
games.
him.
Yeah, but I've seen worse in two previous games, and no card has been shown.
Look at that. I didn't even joke. Whoa. Oh. See, we're getting in your box, no problem. It's just bloody finishing it.
Yes, you're just missing that cutting edge, aren't you?
So, yeah, see, that's why I was disappointed. I think Sesko could have started this game, no problem.
I suppose it's always difficult. He had no football, only joined you like 6 to 7 days ago.
Yeah, but he's only missed one pre-season game with his last club.
Right,
Yeah,
guys, sorry about that.
I suppose the intensity of playing in the Bundesliga is a lot less than playing in the Premier League.
Guys, can you update me? What did I miss?
2-1
Absolutely
United.
nothing.
Yeah, I still got the game here. It's just, you won't believe this. I've got 15 people in my house at the back. We're doing a barbecue today, so the house is kind of full. So,
and you're in here.
yeah. I shut my office off, innit? And I scream at people when they make too much noise. So I prefer everyone to get out in the garden.
But saying that, yeah, if my family were coming round, I'd be like, no, I'm doing the stream. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I do. And they all know the score.
Just bring my food to me.
Yeah, listen. Bro, when I came back in here, I just went to sort my meds out. When I came back in here, the reason why my camera's off is because my wife just passed me this.
Oh, man,
that looks tasty.
Yeah, proper burger, man.
Tell Mrs. Apollo to send one down to Nazin.
I got smell-o-vision, man. I could smell it.
It's so nice, the onions. Oh.
You know, the thing is, I've got 100% beef pate in the fridge as well, ready to put. I ain't got no cobs. I was just going to put it in some bread.
Yeah, Gary, talk to me. I'm at 45 minutes and 10 seconds. What's happened?
Yeah,
Absolutely
I'm at 45:10.
I'm 30 seconds behind you guys anyway.
Yeah, it's just the same
Arsenal
rubbish.
come and break again. It's 2 against 2. Jokeres with the ball.
No.
Jokeres with the cross.
No. Look, it shouldn't have took that cross, that touch. That touch. Should have crossed it first time.
And that's half time, guys. Half time.
No, I'm going
1-0. I didn't even realise Casemiro was playing. Well, there's a shocker. 45 minutes, 46 minutes he's been on the pitch. I didn't even realise he was on the field.
Right, Gary, can you do half time for me, please?
Yeah, so half time at Old Trafford. It's Arsenal, Man United 0. Arsenal 1, goal coming after 13 minutes from a Declan Rice corner. Terrible error by the Man United goalkeeper. And Ricardo Calafiore was on hand just to nod into an empty net. Been a bit of a real sloppy first half from both teams. Man United have had probably more efforts on goal, or have definitely had more efforts on goal, but most of them have really been weak and not troubling David Raya. Garfield, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much nailed it on the head. We ain't really done a lot. We've got in the box, just been too scrappy. No plan. We just need a goal scorer in the box, poacher, and I think bringing Sesko on is going to change the whole dynamic of the game. I think.
I'm not sure Sesko's that type of player, though.
Yeah, he will.
I don't think Sesko's the poacher. I think he's more a goal scorer that's going to score the spectacular.
Well, if he comes on and does that, I'll take that as well.
Oh yeah, I get you there, mate.
But I don't know who will come off though. Maybe I don't know if it'll be a swap Mount for Sesko or Mount will be moved back to midfield. Probably take Casemiro off. So we've got some younger legs in there because Casemiro, he struggles after about 70, 80 minutes anyway.
He looks a lot fitter this season than he did last season, that's for sure.
I was just about to say that, but then on the other hand, he can just pick the ball up just outside the box and bang it and score, or a header from a cross.
Yeah, Arsenal have been quite open. Man United seem to have got from sort of like to the edge of our box quite easily, which is very un-Arsenal. Like, could that be the Thomas Partey factor that he's not there? New midfield obviously settling in together. But Arsenal have had a good few chances on the break. We just haven't made the most of them. Wrong pass, not controlling the ball well. Martinelli's just a waste of space up top. So all in all, I think it's been a very even game, to be honest.
Yeah,
it could quite easily be 1-1 or 2-2.
Yeah, we can't. The only thing you can take out of this game for the first game of the season, if either team lost 3 or 4-0, then you could say, look, that team's got problems still. They've not fixed it. But the fact that we're still in it just by 1 goal, which was a keeper error, and if Sesko would have been on, would he have got the header because he's 6'5"? But yeah, I'm just glad we're only 1 goal behind because even if we go 2 goals behind early on in the second half, until it gets to 75 minutes, I'll still have faith that we can.
Yeah, I think as long as it remains 1-0, you're always in the game, aren't you? If it gets to 2-3, then you're obviously struggling. But at 1-0, you're more than in the game, and that's sometimes you've got to start at that position. You've got obviously you're bedding in 3 new players. I still think you're short. I think Fernandes needs a bit of help in midfield. It doesn't seem to be any. If he's playing further forward, I don't think there's anyone behind him that can thread them balls.
I don't think
you're either having one or the other.
Yeah, I have noticed this game. He's not. When Bruno's staying in midfield and not getting forward, he's not doing them Hollywood shots, rosette shots, and I've not seen one of them shots today. So that to me, that proves he's listening to Amarin and staying in the midfield more. Because he is. That's his role. He can distribute the ball. He's got a good vision for a pass.
So
I don't know.
Cam is saying we really don't look like title contenders so far. Some players in our starting 11 just not up for it.
I can see why he's saying that.
He's saying if they bring on Sesko, they can get a goal or 2. So Dee's agreeing with you there, Garfield.
Oh, he's our only striker.
Vincey's saying it's to Cam, it's first game nerves. I don't think there should be first game nerves in this at this level of football. I think you just go out there and you play, and that you should be good enough to do that. You've played in big arenas before. There should be no drama.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you start playing football. All you want to do is be that person that scores a goal or plays well. You want the man of the match trophy at the end of the season. You want all the awards when you take your first girlfriend with you. At the end of the day, a ball's a ball and a goal's a goal. And you do your best to help create the goal or score the goal. You can't, no nerves. That's like Lewis Hamilton saying, "Oh, it's nerves." He drives a car every day. Probably not as fast.
I agree.
He drives. It's
I totally agree. At this level, there's no such thing as nerves. If you're playing in a big final and you've got to take a penalty, maybe nerves. But this is just another game of football. They're all international players. There should be no nerves out there at all. Moses is saying it will take a season to replace Partey. To be honest, Moses, I think it could take even longer to replace that guy. He brought something to the team that we don't see in players very often. He played the single pivot in midfield, literally better than anyone has ever done. Yeah, Dee's agreeing. No one can replace Thomas Partey. Apollo addressed this in regards to the system. and how it has changed. Yeah, there may be sneak tweaks in the system. There's an interview with Martin Odegaard.
We have a micro there, and then we have some good chances to score. Yeah, and it's the big opportunity for you, that space on the counter, and secondly, it's part of your job just to calm things down when it gets a bit hectic. Yeah, it's been a bit
Such a stupid goal to concede.
I think so much space is too open. We need to control it a bit better. Without the ball, need to be a bit more compact, and then when we get the ball, pick the right moments and be a bit more accurate when we counter. Thank you.
So they're doing halftime interviews now with players.
Yeah.
All change, isn't it? So
I think
he's
it's
saying
sense.
to Vincey, I know you ain't making none, bro. I'm implying the players on the pitch and the manager. For some reason, I haven't got the chat on this screen.
There it is, bottom right.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Get out.
Social saying we are a mess. No idea what we are playing. Everything rushed in the final third for no reason. Agreed. And even Odegaard himself there just alluded to that.
It's not so much that, but you got to give a tap, even though we're enemies and foes. You've got to give some credit to Man United playing differently this season. Last season, I'd understand if you weren't 2 or 3-0 up by now. But we've got 3.
I mean, do you know what it is from my point of view, Garfield? I think when you have a break and you're 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 4-on-3, whatever the case may be, the teams like City and Liverpool, they pick the right option at almost every time in the game. Arsenal have had 2 or 3 of them situations where we've just completely mucked it up. And if you get one of them on target and you score, that puts us 2-0 ahead. 18. We've taken a leaf out of the American books. We've got halftime interviews. So you'll be happy. Vinci saying, I expected this performance with Zubimendi. It will take him time to adjust, but he's showing willing to change the lines of play. He'll be okay.
Where's
time.
He coming from? What league is Zubi coming from?
La Liga, isn't he?
French. So it's kind of similar to the Prem. Maybe not as physical, but it is physical.
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere near as physical as the Premier League. And I think let's not forget, it's only a really good save from David Raya that keeps the game at 1-0. The D saying Zubimendi has played well. Odegaard and Martinelli have been atrocious. I think Odegaard has been bad. I think Martinelli has been absolutely terrible. Cam saying he expected United to be up for it, but not for us to be this terrible. Still, master tactician will change things at half time. Who's the master tactician, Cam? When did we hire this guy?
Arteta. Is he talking about?
Yeah, the master tactician.
Yep, he is. He very
if
much
you're
is
on a
the master
break,
tactician.
it needs to end in a goal or a goalie save, struggling to string 5 passes. Agreed, their socials say that there's been 2 or 3 of them times where we haven't made the right decision or we've just messed up the pass.
Yeah, I've seen 4 breaks, and on 2 of them, Odegaard fluffed these lines. On the other 2, I'm not going to blame him for those. They were just on Martinelli, just poor positioning. But what Odegaard has done well is he's got 3 recoveries in the midfield, which Declan Rice would be proud of. So I think Odegaard's given you a decent game. His decision-making in the final third can be better. But all these things are the things that we as a team need to improve on. But he's the captain. He's the trendsetter. He's the one that's got to take the responsibility for that. So we should see that improve.
I've been impressed with our defending when we've been exposed.
Yeah. I'm just going back. 18 said, Apollo, please let it make sense with Martinelli. Look, I said it before, and I'm going to stand by what I said. Look, I think Madueke is a better player, but I think that Arteta's probably done his due diligence to Martinelli to say, look, I'm going to start you for the first 3 games, and for you to prove to me that you should be starting. And so the conversation that I'll be having with Martinelli after today is, that's your first strike. You've not, and look, we're only at halftime. He can go on and score 2 goals in the second half. But my point is, the manager's got to be honest with Martinelli and say, look, I've started you. I've given you the chance to set it alight, and it's not happening so far. So I need more from you. And fair is fair, right? Fair is fair. In regards to after the first few games, if it doesn't happen for Martinelli, I would expect Madueke to come in and start on at left.
I'd expect Madueke to come on at half time.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I do agree with you guys on the Thomas Partey thing, and also Zumbamendi and Gyökeres. I think it's going to take them a bit of time to get up to speed, because you can never really count pre-season as what the Premier League will be doing to. This is it. This is the expectations. You know what made me laugh in the preseason when they played them silly penalties after every 90 minutes. It's like it's not real situations because there's no pressure. Like there's no pressure. If you miss it, so what? Who cares? It's preseason. So I think like stuff like that just does nothing for me. It just really does nothing for me.
Are you happy with that half though, Apollo?
No, I think we were below par, if I'm honest. I think we were below par. I think we looked disjointed. I think you could see clearly we're trying to play a different way. You can see the positioners. I mean, as I said, no Timber, no Lewis Skelly. So first of all, your win backs and your directional play is different. But I think that Ben White and Calafiori have had decent games. I think Saka and Gyökeres just haven't got into the game. I think Zumbamendi's finding his feet. Odegaard's had his struggles, but I think he's done well defensively. Martinelli has not turned up. He's been a disappointment. Declan Rice as well. I think he's done all the dirty roll up your sleeves undercover work, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to influence the game like he normally does. So
yeah, here's so D-Dubs joins Arteta like his work off the ball. The problem is the coaching from Arteta not good enough for a title winning team.
Yeah, it's too early. It's too early to tell on what we're doing and what type of identity that we're going to have. But he is right in terms of it rests on Arteta's shoulders. But over the years, Arteta's generally shown me that he's very applicable at his philosophies, and there's a reason why we've been runners up 3 years in a row, because we've been, we have got the best defense of the last 2 seasons. That's on him. So you can't just plain blanket say he's not getting it done. It's the tweaks that we want to see. We want to see, because there's no excuse with squad now, right? If you get suspension, you get injuries, you get anything, nobody cares now. There's no excuses. So what if we get an injury? You've got a squad able to get it done. And so if you've got a player on the pitch that is not performing, get him off.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, get him off. It's as simple as that. Did say runners up, but Arteta is not good enough. No, see, I'm not gonna do this season with you, D, because the reason why we're in this situation is because of Arteta. Like Arteta has set the standards for what we're trying to do. That's fact. Like we're here because of him and no other reason. So all this not good enough stuff makes no sense. It just doesn't. There's no sense in it, bro. We're here. We're here because of him. Yeah, we're here because of him. Yeah, and that's what we can't forget. Socials are saying Partey ain't here. Get over it. Rice needs to be. And this, a couple of you guys have mentioned this, and this is really the pivotal point today. All these adjustments. Yeah, all these adjustments with Zumbamendi, with Declan Rice that we're seeing is because there's no Thomas Partey. At times, it looks like they're trying to play with a single pivot, but then they drop into a 2, and they're no Zumbamendi's gone in at the 8, and Declan's dropped to the 6. I don't kind of really. It's going to take me time to kind of assess what they're doing here, but there definitely is some changes. There definitely is some changes, that's for sure. Second half has started for me, guys. Second half has started for me. Arsenal came out strong with the press. Yeah, you know, and look, he's probably said to Martinelli, I'm going to give you 10, 15 minutes. Okay, Arsenal's won the ball back. It's gone square. It's a good one. It's no, you got to give it to Calafiori. He's won you the ball there. No. So Martinelli gets the ball out on the right. Calafiori makes a run through the middle, and Martinelli doesn't play the ball into him. So those are the things. Instead, he sat on the ball for about 3 seconds, which allows United to get their, set their feet, and then all of a sudden you're in trouble. I like Martinelli, but I like him as an impact player. Martinelli in the 70th minute will destroy you, and that's the Martinelli I want to see. Yeah, that's the Martinelli I want to see. I want to see the Martinelli that comes on against tired legs and just runs your defense ragged. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see him at the beginning of the game playing like this. Yeah, knowing that there's better options on the bench. There just is. Saka, guys, as well. You've got to call it out everywhere you see it. Saka hasn't influenced the game as well. He's not influenced the game. Yeah, I mean, he's had the ball, but I see what you mean in terms of had the ball in key areas.
I've been disappointed with our play into Gyökeres. I think everything has been head height over his head. There's been nothing into his feet to allow him to hold it up and make stuff, link play and stuff. You know,
yeah, you got to credit some of this stuff with Ruben, man. The way he's set the team up.
Long ball gone into Gyökeres again, and the referee's just given it. So every time Gyökeres this is the third time Gyökeres has got into the challenge of a centre back, and the referee's blown a free kick to United.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah. Isn't that fun? I'm saying that we've been telling this guy Gyökeres for years how physical this league is, and as soon as he comes in and puts some tackles in, he gets a free kick against him. The league's not physical at all, is it? He can't make challenges.
Man, he's got some big line in his head, man.
A throw into United here, guys. I'm on 47 minutes and 50 seconds. 47 minutes and
I'm 40. I'm 47, 35.
Yeah, I'm still way behind.
Let's see how United come out, guys.
We're not going to change until Sesko comes on.
Yeah, Tony's not winning enough duels, but he's won a few of them, and a few of them have put us into really good attacking positions. Here comes United. We look a bit flat-footed. There's a shot that's blocked, and it's gone out for a corner. Yeah, Vincey, we've been calling out how poor Odegaard's been for the last hour now. We've been to 45, 50, 55 minutes. We've been calling out how poor Odegaard has been. So, and there's only really me and Gary representing Arsenal, and both of us have said the same thing. Here comes Arsenal now. And it's Odegaard on the right side. He's tried to put Saka in, but it's not a good combination play with Saka. Yeah, and that's the thing, Vincey. I'm the only one calling out Saka. I don't hear you guys talking about Saka. He's just been completely off it today.
Not been off it. It's just been put under wraps. He's in the back pocket.
I just don't see. I've not seen anything from Saka today. It's been really poor.
Yeah, but you can't keep blaming the players, man.
Yeah, it's a player's responsibility to put in performances.
Yeah, but if he's got players around him, man marking him, he's not going to be able to do nothing, is he, really?
Yeah. Here comes Odegaard again. And that's just, again, a nothing ball. It's a nothing ball through to the forward line. Vince is saying, I've been listening to the whole stream. I say no lies. Yeah, rewind the stream, bro. Rewind the stream. Gary said it. I've said it. But what I did say to add on that as well is he also has 3 recoveries, which I think is done well. And there was one attack where he's gone and squared Martinelli to the left, and Martinelli is just in no man's land. And you can see the look on Odegaard's face, like, what are you doing? You've got ample of space on that left. You've not made the run in. I've placed the ball there. It's just nothing. You just need players in there that are adapting these situations. You know, this is why I always talk about Trossard. As much as you lot talk about Trossard and how he might not be the answer and this and that. Those are the type of things that he does really well, in terms of his gamey play, the runs he makes. That takes intelligence.
Have you sold Trossard? Did I hear he's being sold?
No, not yet. At the moment, the only one that looks like they're going is Nelson and Zinchenko.
This game's open now.
What about Vieira?
We've told them to find a team. Here comes Gyökeres on the left hand side, but it's 3 against 1. Gyökeres, you need some help there, bro. And nothing. Yeah, nothing. No support. Yeah, no support. Tony says get Gyökeres off. What's he supposed to do there, Tony? He's got no support. Which is why I said 3 against 1.
To be perfectly fair with you, I think if United had Gyökeres, they'd be winning this game.
You think? How?
Well, with the amount of space that you've created to get to the edge of our box, you just had no one in the box.
Yes,
he would give you that.
Bloody hell, Vardy.
Oh God, how is the referee? What is going on here?
Vardy would improve us at the minute.
You know what frustrates me when I see this type of refereeing? Like, there's 4 or 5 times that we've put physical tackles in with United, and the referee's given a free kick. Fair enough. So it's not a physical game then, right? Referees come out and basically said, we're not having a physical game today, guys. But then when you see us play the likes of Newcastle and stuff like that, it just goes untouched. It just no one cares. You get hacked to pieces. Oh, that's a bad tackle. That's a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card on Bruno Fernandes, bro. Ref, if you're fair, you'll book him. Ref's not booked him. He's not booked him. That's a late tackle. It's high, and the referee's just not booked him. So there you go.
Let me see the tackle, man.
That's the standard of refereeing, though.
It is a standard. And in fairness, I don't think Fernandes has had much contact with him, but it's still a late challenge.
I think it's because it was sliding. Made it look worse.
Thomas Tuchel there in the stands watching. I'm reading the comments in the chat. A lot of people moaning, and we're 1-0 up against United at Old Trafford. You can't make this up, can you? You can't make this up. We're 1-0 up away at Old Trafford.
Yeah, but it's a very shaky lead, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's not a good performance, and so yeah, call it out for what it is. But you're still winning. You're not losing. If you were losing 1-0, then I would understand. But I don't. That's Arsenal fans for you, though, isn't it?
See, Arsenal, man.
Double? Is it double or single? I think Kobe Maino's coming on. United are making a substitution. Tony says, amazing coming on. Ahmad, yeah.
Yeah, Ahmad. I preferred him.
How is that a free kick?
Dallo.
Yeah, I don't. Gary, I mentioned it a while ago. I don't get it. The thing is, Gary, when we're playing Newcastle, none of this stuff is called on Newcastle. By these rules, if you're playing by these rules,
it's a joke. Honestly, the standard of refereeing in this league is absolutely atrocious. Reece James should have got blatantly sent off today. Got a final warning already on the yellow card. Took out Eze. 2.5.
Here comes the break. Oh! How have you not given a foul? This is what. So United break. Gabriel gets fouled, and the ref just plays on. So United could have easily scored there, but then why wasn't the free kick given? So this is what I don't understand. I accept the fact that we've been overly physical with United, and we've been given free kicks away. I accept that. Yeah. this referee's on a different.
Yeah, but what you can't have, Apollo, is
I'm
you
not
give a
saying-
free
I'm
kick
not
for one thing, and then something similar happens, and you don't give the free kick. That makes no
That's
sense.
what he's doing. That's what he's doing, and that's what I don't understand. So Gabriel gets fouled at the edge of our box, and it just allows play to get on. The United could have easily scored from there. It's foolishness. Look, it's foolishness. It throws him down on the floor. Gabriel's waving his hands up in there saying, "Ref, what are you doing?"
Go on.
Yeah,
Cougar, man.
one rule for one and one rule for the other.
Man, stop making noise, man.
Yeah, one rule for one rule for the other. Let me change this. I've still got time banner on. Free kick to Man United. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery.
And then Cunha's barely being held and just throws himself to the ground, and the ref gives a free kick.
Yeah, I don't get it, mate. I don't get it.
Really is nonsense.
I don't get it, mate. That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to get frustrated just talking about it. So
Gabriel gets his hand yanked, which pulls him to the ground, and it's play on.
yeah,
That was a good save.
And you tell me that there's not indiscreet refereeing decisions go against Arsenal. It's a joke.
well, goal kick. That's well played. Gyökeres defending on the back post there against Fernandes on that cross. That's well played. Yeah, Raya done what United's goalkeeper should have done by punching the ball in instead of punching the ball in.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a good fist to it. And he's got a United player right on him, so it's good goalkeeping.
It's all United, isn't it, really?
Yeah, but we're not even capitalising on it, man.
Saka gets pushed in the back, and it's a throw to Man United. And you look, just the look on Saka's face. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done with this referee. The look on Saka's face tells it all. That's laughable. That should be a free kick to Arsenal. That's just a joke.
Look at Arteta coming out, wanting to flex with the Man U player.
That's it. Put the goalie under pressure.
At least Arteta and Shaw kissed and made up.
This has been and look, guys. I'm not making no bones. It's never easy to come here and play. You know, it never is, Gary.
I just see the Saka push, and it's a blatant free kick. Blatantly been bundled over.
Gary, I've got a better one for you. There's another one at 58 minutes and 10 seconds where he gets shoved in the back, and the referee,
and they got the throw. Oh my god!
Yeah, no, Gary. There's a better one. Saka gets the ball at 58 minutes and 10 seconds, and Saka gets shoved in the back onto the floor. The linesman looks at Saka and just laughs.
Listen, why is a man
Medueki coming on? Thank God. Medueki coming on. Thank God. Because where the hell is Martinelli?
And grow a pair.
Where the hell is Martinelli? Has Martinelli actually touched the ball in this half, Gary?
Not that I've seen.
Well, he's coming off. Oh, go on, shoot, Declan. That's too high.
Big forearm in the back of his neck.
Chelsea reject coming on.
Gyökeres is off. Havertz is on.
Yeah, he hasn't done a full 90 minutes yet, so let's get two more boys. I want to see Medueki. I want to see. So Gyökeres doesn't get a goal on his Premier League debut. It's good substitution. Isn't that nice, Gary, when you can make these substitutions? Look who's coming on.
Surely is.
It's a nice feeling, isn't it? Boy, Martinelli, man. You know what? All I'm saying is, Madueke, you've got 30 minutes to make that position yours. You've got 30 minutes to make that position yours, bro.
Before that Declan Rice shot, why did Martinelli just hit it as soon as it rolled to him?
Bro, watch Madueke come on and take this game by the scruff of the neck now. Watch this, there, brother. Or Arsenal fans slagging this brother off. Don't come to Arsenal. We don't want you. Blah, 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 blah. Watch this brother now. Watch this brother. Mbremo's faded out the game, which is quite good for us, actually.
Where's Sesko time? Come in. Tesco.
It'll be around 70 minutes, wouldn't it? 75, I would imagine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, about that. They got good players like Xerxes, and they got players.
Xerxes hit and miss, man.
He won a lot of late games for you guys coming as a sub last season.
Mm-hmm.
The referee's going to give a foul on that to Havertz. I already think the referee's lost the game anyway. He's lost the handle on the game a long time ago.
Wow, second half, man. You 34% you've got.
I think this could have been the type of game that could have easily got out of control with tackles flying in because the referee just hasn't been strong. He's been inconsistent.
I think because of the World Cup coming up, people are going to be more conscious about getting themselves injured as well.
Garfield is asking your
it's
question.
3-on-2. Arsenal's breaking. It's Havertz breaking. Let's see what Havertz does. And he's going to play.
Yes,
back.
Anthony.
No, he's gone forward.
We do need a keeper, but
so
I don't
Havertz
think
loses the ball.
is our priority at the minute. I think midfielder, another striker, because Rasmus is gone. Can't rely on Xerxes.
Oh yeah, we've got a question for Garfield. We've got a question for Garfield there.
I think I answered it to him anyway. But no, if it's a choice for Man United, keeper and midfielder, or midfielder and striker, I think it'll be the latter. Unless a good keeper comes up.
Well done, Madueke. And see, Madueke was taken out after he played the ball there. No foul, no yellow card, nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you see read Cam's message?
Saka 1-on-1 on the right.
Yeah,
ball
man.
comes in. You
Sesko
can't ask Saka to do any more than that.
Sesko is going to Tesco, blood.
You can't ask Saka to do any more than that. Well played. Calafiori, you know what? Calafiori it's not just the goal. Calafiori might earn himself man of the match. He's just been so good on the ball. He's been solid. He's been good in terms of inverting. He's been the best player out of a poor bunch. Steve, is that? I think that's Steve's mate. That's Garfield's mate. I think that's Garfield's mate, Steve.
Yes, Stevie boy.
Is he a Leicester fan?
Respect. Yeah. Well,
shout out to Steve.
Is a confused Leicester fan.
Here comes Arsenal. Just play it down the line. It's Declan Rice. It's blocked. It's blocked.
Jesus will replace. Jesus. Jesus.
Yes, a double substitution for Man United.
It's because I see Moses and then Jesus.
And Casemiro, who for the life of me shouldn't have been starting in the first place, he's coming off. And Mason Mount is coming off as well.
Yeah, man. We're going for it. But can you handle? You've still only got 34% of the ball, and then we're bringing on some more attacking players.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Steve was talking about Leicester fan. Steve was talking about United fan. Leicester fan.
Who was that? United. I've been impressed with United today. Is that Anthony? Yeah, because Anthony knows, man. He knows what's coming. What's going on here, man? I think Arsenal's losing the plot a bit here.
And how's that not a foul in the back of Havertz? Oh my God.
I'm done with the ref. I told you I'm done with the referee. I'm done with the referee. I told you I'm done with the referee.
Sounds like ref watch on a Monday morning.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this referee. I'm
That's
done with
Simon
the referee,
Hooper
bro.
character, isn't it?
We've still got a good 30 minutes with extra time.
There's plenty of football to play.
Yeah.
It's just both teams not playing well at the moment. Both teams just look like they're all over the place. There's no pattern to the game. It's nothing like how the game started, Garfield. Garfield, the first 25 minutes was really a joy to watch, to be honest, because it was end-to-end stuff, a lot of goal efforts, a lot of breaks, counter-attacks. At the moment now, I mean, for United, I think that's because then Bremo just phased out of the game.
Yeah. See, I think
United claiming handball, penalty there. United won a penalty.
It'll probably get given on review.
we're not Liverpool.
Yeah, nobody's Liverpool.
Yeah.
Decisions
clear,
they get. Oh my
clear
word.
handball that was. I think you're just letting us have the ball now. You're playing how we played in the first half. You see Apollo on the advertising hoarding at the back.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. See Kuna, man. Kuna's got some flair.
Squeaky bum time now, guys. Vince is saying, Garfield, I'm not the biased fan. You have moved the ball well in preseason, given us problems today. On another day, the score would be different. But that's how it's always been with United. Playing United has never been easy for us, even when we've won. It's always a tough game.
They can go, they can go either way. They're just one-offs, isn't there?
Yeah,
2 games a season with either Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Here come United on the break. It's dangerous. Oh, and Arsenal get rid of it. Arsenal got lucky there. That was all over the place. Arsenal get lucky there. Yeah, Arsenal got lucky there.
Objective, yeah, Anthony. You are objective fan. Easy.
Ben White just got ripped on that, man. Totally outpaced.
That's Ben White for you, isn't it?
Yeah. They were calling handball for Gabriel on this. No, it doesn't even hit his hand.
Well, it's too close anyway.
That doesn't matter if it's Arsenal against Arsenal, mate.
Yeah, if it's against Arsenal, mate, the rest will just give it. Because that's who we are.
It's not as blatant as the one. You see the one in the Palace Liverpool game?
What, in the Charity Shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a penalty all day long.
And Ben White's down. Ben White's down.
The penalty
injured.
shootouts, the keeper wasn't even on his line. Allison, whatever his name is.
In the end ball, didn't even touch his hand.
Kuna's telling him to stop cheating, get up.
I mean, I don't even know. Mikel's got a lot of words for these players after this game, and I'm very different next week against Leeds.
Sometimes you need them lower teams games to start within a season to just like iron out your You know, your little issues you've got. But when you're playing top 4, top 5, or in our case, top 15 side.
Yeah, I think when you start off with a game like this, it's never going to be easy because everyone's still feeling their way in. You know, and
Timber's coming on. Yuri and Timber's coming on.
Yeah, and Skelly for Calafiore.
See, this is good man management from. This is good from Arteta. You know,
but he's got the players. He's got the players to do it, hasn't he?
Exactly, Gary. Gary, he trusts them. That's the difference, Gary. He trusts them. This is what we should have been doing last season, the season before that, and the season before that. Made changes at 58 minutes, made changes again at 71 minutes, and well done on you. Good on you, Mikel. Give everybody their flowers. Give everybody a chance. You got 38 games to go. You got 38 games. Don't bleed everybody out. Don't bleed them out, man. Give everybody a chance. That's what you should be doing. Come on, Arsenal. They've gone to the right side with Havertz. What are you going to do? Havertz has spent way too much time on the ball. Timber just... yeah, that's Havertz's fault. Yeah, that's how... Havertz has stood there. Yeah, that's your fault, mate. We've not been good at all today. Not been good at all.
As long as it's just a win, though, isn't it? If you get a win, it's just
win is a win, no matter how you achieve it. It doesn't always have to be pretty. Sometimes the sign of the team is when you're winning ugly.
Mm.
Yeah. As for Man United, I've seen some signs in Man United, but my issue with Man United
we just nearly scored, man. It's a good save by your keeper.
Yeah, my issue with them is just the midfield. I like what they've got up front. And Bremo's nice, Kuna's nice, Sesko's nice. That's a great save. And Bremo again. And Bremo's been their most dangerous man.
Well, Kunis showed glimpses.
Yeah. My issue with United is the midfield, which just really hasn't been addressed.
That's what I was saying to Garfield during half time. They've got no one behind Bruno Fernandes to play that ball.
Mm.
Yeah, but they knew that. We all knew it. We all knew about their midfield.
Yeah, but we'll get a mid before the window's closed.
I agree with Vincey here. Calafiore, yeah, I think he's man of the match for me as well, mate. And not just for the goal. Not just for the goal. I think his all-round performance has been good. Man United
ahead of from Sesko. Sesko's the mid Garfield there.
I've not seen that. Oh, yeah, when the keeper saved it.
No, the one after.
I got him down for 20 goals this season.
Not judging by the header he just done.
Yeah, he will. He'll get 20. With the amount of possession we're having as well. Come on, 15 minutes.
I've never seen Saka this quiet.
Me too. Yeah,
I mean, even if they're talking about this changing system. Yeah, but you're talking about this changing system. It doesn't stop us from passing the ball out to Saka.
I agree, but what I'm saying is even Declan Rice has had a quiet game. Declan Rice is normally dominating the midfield. Like anywhere the ball is, he is. And he just isn't. It's just not being. And I think, honestly, I think it's the system. I think it's going to just take them a bit of time to get this underneath their belt.
Yeah, it took us a whole season, and we're still not there.
Yeah. And this is careful. All new managers know when you tweak. That's a foul on Odegaard. What are you doing, ref? Unbelievable. If that was a United player, that would be a foul. How are you not giving that?
Let me see it.
This referee is just getting on my last nerves now. Blow the
on the halfway line?
Done the game. Blow the whistle and done the game, man. Sure.
Weren't no half. Weren't no foul, man.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mikel is doing. He's not about this referee.
That's a clear push in the back.
Hell? But he does. I'm not. You know what? Let me calm down, right? Let me calm the rascal down. Yeah, and Andrew, I said this to Vincey and Tony. It's never been easy coming to Old Trafford, bro. We know the game. We know how it works. It's like the goal here is to come in, get 3 points, and get off to a flying start. That's the goal. That's where we are. And at the moment, things are working. Remember, the first 6 games that we've got this season are extremely tough. So now we just what the hell? Ahmad just there with a chance there.
These next 15 or so minutes are going to be so painful, man.
You see what I mean? How Ahmad gets forward better than Dalot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Dalot does better defensively, no?
Yeah. I can feel a goal coming, man. Feel it.
Yeah, you can. Yep, you can definitely think. I think United's had the better half, to be honest with you. I think they've been much better than us this half.
I think it's 60-40 possession.
I'm sure Raya had that ball in his hand for longer than 8 seconds, man.
Should have a countdown clock like on tennis.
Well, the referee's meant to count the last 5, isn't he? With his hand raised in the air.
No, you're talking about the NBA. You're talking about the shot clock, Garfield.
Yeah. They should have an 8-second shot clock for
Ahmad just done. No, he's miskicked it. Oh my God, absolute nightmare in the penalty area from Arsenal. Madueke just got ripped.
Look at Ahmad, man. Ahmad is on fire.
Yeah.
He's a good player, Ahmad.
And Declan Rice has just given the ball away again like that. Declan, what are you doing? This is terrible. This is terrible. This is not a good performance. Declan Rice is asleep in the midfield. You know what?
Ahmad is demanding 150,000 a week.
Guys in the chat, talk to me about Thomas Partey. That's all I'm saying. Talk to me about Thomas Partey. That's all I'm saying.
I think there's some
of the transition
missing.
This is some of the worst transitional play I've seen from Arsenal in a long time. And Declan Rice just summed it up at that move there.
There's some chat to follow that you've not read.
Give the ball away deep in your half like that, and you're asking for trouble. And we've just not been a team to do that because we've been so good with the ball in transition.
Garfield, here's a stat for you. Man United are 22-1 to win the game from this position.
Good odds. Tell me what the odds are in 2 minutes.
It looks like, is that Postman Pat? Yeah. Harry Maguire's coming on. Oh, we'll easily score another goal on now.
He's going centre forward, Harry Maguire. They're taking off Sesko.
He's a good striker, man.
Yeah. All is saved, everybody. Harry Maguire's on the pitch.
Mate, he's the most, is one of the players that's come on the most in the last year.
Yeah,
and
fair enough, bro.
Shaw got through the game, man, without an injury.
Yeah.
He's like a
Here
signing
come Arsenal,
on his own.
And that's a foul. Harry Maguire. It's free kick to Arsenal. Thank you, Harry Maguire. So far, Harry's delivering on promise.
I'm going to do what you do, Apollo. No, we're on a free kick. What's the ref doing? It's the ref's fault. I've had enough. I'm going.
Yeah, it was definitely a free kick, bro. It's definitely a free kick. Havertz puts the ball across him and he sticks out his left leg. Free kick to Arsenal. Now, Declan's saying, you got to let me take this, right?
This is Odegaard territory.
He left his
Yeah.
leg out, didn't he?
Vincey says, leave Part alone. He's moved on in the club. Yeah, we know all of that. But what I'm saying to you is you can see the clear misunderstanding of how we play in transition with him not there. And that is really something that Rice and Zumbamani has to work on, because they're solely responsible for that now. And they haven't done a good job today at all. At all. We've got Odegaard and Declan Rice standing over the ball. Honestly, this might go to Declan Rice. It would be an in-swing if it does. If Odegaard takes this, it would be an outswing. Oh, it could be Odegaard, It's Declan. Oh, it's close. I think if he gets it on target, he scores. That's close. Declan's got his head down because he knew he should have. Yeah, actually, looking at the replay, that's a difficult one because you've got to bend it around the wall. And he's done that, but the ball's got to come in. So you have to give credit to how the wall was placed there for United.
Mate, that weren't even close.
Mikel Moreno coming on.
That weren't close.
You see the referee just put the foam in the middle to get them a metre away.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. Who's this coming on for you?
Mikel Moreno, our real striker.
So you turning on Gyökeres already?
No, Gyökeres is fine, mate. Wasn't his day today. But Mikel Moreno, you see Gary smiling up there. Look at Gary smiling. Mikel Moreno, man. If nobody can do it, he can. Wouldn't it be funny if Moreno scores?
Rice is off.
Yeah, Rice, man. I haven't seen
If we get
Rice
8 points from the
like
first, if we get 8 points from the first 6 games, I'll be happy.
Who you got coming up next, Garfield?
Oh, is it? I want to say Fulham. I don't know. I'm sure it's Fulham.
You can see how stressed Amaran is there. Look, Amaran is stressed, man. He's
Unless
got no
anyone in
guardrails this season.
Chat knows.
I think United will give him till Christmas.
No, don't be daft.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a project. It's not a one-season project, Paulo.
Oh,
you think when Sesko come, they said, yeah, come, you'll win the Champions League in the first year.
Yeah, I hear you. I thought it was like Chelsea business.
Yeah, Fulham next Sunday, same time.
It's some scrappy dappy game this is. Andrew says, what is important for me is squad has to be flexible and not get rigid by system. Instructions from Arteta are all well and good, but he is not on the pitch. He is on the pitch, and it's called Odegaard. That's what Odegaard's job is on the pitch. He's your manager, Arteta brain on the pitch. And it's always been that way. That's one of the reasons why, the ref finally gives a yellow card. I mean, honestly, that should be. Anyway, I'm done with this ref. I'm done with the ref.
That was a blatant foul by Dorgu. And a yellow deserved.
There's 5 minutes left in the game to play, guys.
No, it's got to be at least 5 minutes injury time.
If Arsenal could just hang on for 5 minutes, this would be a good result for the team. This would be a good result, positive result going into next week's game. We get a win at Leeds. We're 2 for 2, and then you go into some really tough games against Liverpool and Man City.
Yeah. 8018, our fans sound so anti-Arsenal. Andrew.
Who is that? This one.
What is important for me is squad has to be flexible and not get rigid by system.
Instructions from Arteta are all well and good, but he is not on the pitch. Yeah, good point. Tony, ref finally gives us United a yellow. United hater.
Yeah, D, I think that's correct, and that's definitely down to what I've seen today, which is this new rotational system that has been put in. Yeah, and actually, D, let's not be gullible here. We saw this in preseason. We saw what was happening in the midfield in preseason, so this is no surprise for us. And I think a couple of people, including Gary, mentioned it. It's really all about how well Zubimendi and Declan Rice take on their new roles. That's really what it is. The sooner those two get up to speed, the better Arsenal would be as a whole. And today just hasn't been it. Today just hasn't been it. There's going to be a little bit of growing pains, I'm afraid. But that being said, that doesn't excuse the poor displays we've seen, especially from the likes of Saka, Martinelli. Just not good at all. Sesko's got the ball, tries to offload it, and it's a shot that goes absolutely nowhere. So I spoke to Garfield a week ago, and I said to Garfield, 5 years ago, Arsenal had the most expensive front line in the Premier League. 180 million. Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe. And we felt great. We felt amazing. We were like, this front three is going to destroy the Premier League. And it just didn't happen. And so like that's always the fear when you have that amount of money invested in the front line. The pressure is always there. Me personally, I do believe in this front line. It's the best. It's the most thing I like about this United team. I think that they've got a very good, capable front line. But on top of that, they've got to deliver. That's where it all counts.
Yeah, but you can't have a disjointed midfield, defense, midfield, and strike force. It's got to slot together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hence why we need a decent attacking midfielder, which I think we'll get. I think Adam Wharton can do that.
Wow, it's we
Oh
just need.
God,
I know.
that.
Yeah. Arsenal just struggling to get rid of the ball in the box now.
Oh, we're peppering the goal now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what though, Pod? Even if we lose, I'm happy with the progression.
I think it's not been a poor performance. I think it's been a decent performance.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see areas where, all along in the transfer window, United fans were saying we need a midfield and a goalkeeper, and that's just not happened. So, as a United fan, you can kind of see where you're looking at the manager and the board, and you're saying, look, nothing. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Another VAR looked at Saliba handball, which would have been a Man United penalty. Yeah, I agree. Andrew says Arteta's got to earn. It's not just Arteta's who has the players. Everyone's got to earn it now. We've got to get it done. We've got to get it done. It's been like that for every year. There's no change. There's no change in the target, Andrew. It's been the same as it always is. Yeah, guys have said it's 6 minutes added on.
Cam saying, I know it's the first game of the season, but my God, we look awful. Also really worried going into another season with Odegaard in the same form as last season. Like I said to you the other day, Apollo, I think I think Arsenal will have a worse season than last season. I don't know why. I've just something in my bones saying that.
Yeah, and again, it's difficult because you've changed the major personnel. You know, your number 6 is the cog in your machine. Yeah, that's what makes you tick. You've got the person there whose job it is to protect the back four. Shoot, Odegaard! Shoot! Oh my God! What are you doing? That caps off Bukayo Saka day, really. That caps off Saka's day. Let me see a replay on this. That caps off Saka's day. Oh no, it's blocked. So Dillet blocked it. Dillet blocked it.
Skyrocket.
No, Dillet blocked it. That was going in the
Did
back
they
of
say?
the net. No, Dillet blocked it.
He hit that
Yeah.
hard, man.
So I was gonna cream Saka there for missing that, but Dillet got in there with a last minute block. Otherwise,
Good
that would have
block.
been 2-0 in the back of the net, and that would have been Saka off the mark.
I told you, 6 minutes.
Well, Arsenal showing their experience here at running the clock down.
Yeah, this is where they should have changed the law. You got to take your corner or whatever within 15 seconds of you conceding.
So Lewis Skelly and Timber have only been on for 20 minutes, and both of them have been shown a yellow. And
that's because they're cheating.
He's booked Miles Lewis Skelly there, but he's actually played the ball through before he's made contact with the player. He's given him a yellow card for that.
Bro, it's clear yellow.
No, he's made contact with the ball first.
Yeah, I know, but it's just the aggression in the tackle, man.
Well, it wasn't a tackle. He was playing the ball. If Bremo had the ball, he would be making a tackle, right? But he was actually playing the ball. Three minutes left, guys. Squeaky bum time. United just lobbing the ball into the box. That's well defended. That's a foul to Arsenal. So, and again, Madueke's come on and he hasn't really made any difference in the game at all. He hasn't really influenced the game in any way, shape, or form.
Clint, what's he lying on the floor for? Get up.
Sometimes you got to learn how to win ugly. Oh, Tony's saying... Okay, Tony's saying the link. All right, hold on. I haven't even got my Facebook chat open, actually. All right, Tony, I'm sending it on the Facebook Messenger.
You're just on your point about Madueke, Apollo. Yeah, he's come on, but Arsenal are playing defensively, so his job is just to block the lanes of their passing down the left-hand side.
Yeah, and he hasn't been doing a good job. He's been rinsed twice by Ahmad, badly, in terms of...
yeah, but Ahmad's just that kind of tricky baller.
Yeah. Let me just send this to Tony on a link. It's a corner to Man United. Let me send this to Tony.
Slabbert appealing for a penalty there.
Yeah, and Raya gets the ball in his hands. I don't know how, because the whole thing was messy. And Saka's on the left-hand side now with the ball on the break. Well played, Saka! Quality Saka in the middle! Go on! Oh, my God! Madueke missed an open goal.
Oh, you Martinelli in disguise.
Great play by Saka. It's the first time Saka's actually done anything in the game. And Madueke missed an absolute sitter.
And that's the game, gentlemen. It's finished 1-0.
Oh, my God. Oh, my word. What a play. Saka was on the left-hand side, had two defenders, beat them both. Crossed the ball, put the ball on a plate for Madueke. And
Got to go with his right foot. Don't know, no way he's trying to tap it with his left.
yeah, man. Oh,
And that's the game. The game
God.
is
I'm
finished.
happy that game was over.
Arsenal take all 3 points.
Yeah. It's an upwards, guys. Boy, stress levels there, man. Stress levels.
It was all right. It was all right.
They're never easy, are they, guys? They're never easy, are they?
Listen, I'll take the win. It doesn't have to
Garfield,
be pretty.
sum up. Of course. Garfield, sum up Man United's performance for us.
6 out of 10. Pluses. And Bermo. Cunha, glimpses. Sesko, not ready. Same issue in midfield. Goalkeeper, obviously, issue. So on last season, I'll say we're 65, 70% to where we need to be. We still need about 3-4 players, but if we can get a midfielder, it's going to help. But we're not. The only way we're going to get a new keeper is if Onana goes. Hence that big statement today. That's what he did with Rashford. It's what he's done with Sancho, Garnacho.
Yeah.
If you want to go to the World Cup, you need to find a club quick.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm happy. I'm happy with today. Obviously not happy that we didn't win, but I'm happy with the performance. Yeah,
for real, man. It was one of those tough, cagey games. It was what Arsenal needed
could
to
have gone
come
either way in the end.
We needed to come here. Yeah, I mean, as I said, it was a very scrappy game that way, and United had so much chances where the ball was bubbling around in the box about 3 or 4 times actually in the game. The ball was bubbling around in the box. And it was just calamity, to be honest with you. I'm not really used to seeing with that. Arsenal normally really on it, but the best defense in the league or starts the season with a clean sheet.
Yeah, I'm just happy, Apollo, that we're not going to have all that chaotic. Got a game on Saturday, then we've got another game Tuesday or Thursday, then Saturday or Sunday, because we're not in Europe, so that's going to benefit us massively. Whereas you guys, you're going to be playing 2-3 games a week, in the winter. While we're chilling.
Yeah, for real.
So, but listen, guys, it's been lovely. I need to go to the toilet. Let me know about when you do any, your weekly or fortnightly thing as well.
Will do, mate. Will do. I'll try and cook something up for this coming Friday. I'll try and cook something up for there. Yeah. All right. Brilliant. Thanks for coming on, bro. Guys,
cheers,
stick
everyone.
around.
Andrew, Cam, Tony.
See you later, Garfield.
Social, Gary. God bless, man. See you later.
All right. Nice one, bro. Right, guys, stick around. We're going to do player ratings. I'm just going to have a look here and try and put it all together for you guys so we can... here we go. Right, player ratings. And then Gary, while in the player ratings, Gary can keep you company. Gary, are you there?
Back in 2 seconds, mate.
Okay, yep. And then Gary is going to look after you guys with his input in the game. But for now, I mean, overall, I just wanted to say, hold on. Here's David Raya, been given man of the match.
So that was half fight. We got a goal in the first half with the corner, and from there we just fought until the end. And credit to the boys that in the end we kept a clean sheet. We know we could have lost the game, but football is like this, and days like these, that's when the 3 points count.
Bring in the goal scorer, Ricardo. We know that you've brilliant team at set pieces, and it looked like a new routine. So a a lot of hard work in pre-season, working on your corners. Like always, we're working a lot on set pieces, and I think we showed it today. Every season, I think we have to improve. It's possible, and we have to keep going like that. How pleased were you even to get the start today? Because you had great moments last season, that it was a bit stop-start. And an example of the depth you've got in this Arsenal squad is those forward positions where you've got such strong competition. Yeah, I mean, if we want to compete at higher level, we have to be. Of course, my teammates are ready to play, so it's not easy to play every game. But of course, level. If not, like you will pick of the saves today. Maybe that one from Cunha first half. Cunha, I think it was a tough one. I don't know how I saved it. To be honest, it was very, very close to my feet. And but now delighted to have the team to get the 3 points, and that's the main thing. Right, well done. You're the player of the match, Ricardo. Do the honours for us. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
It is a big and potentially vital win this for Arsenal on
Okay.
the second weekend of the season.
Right, so really that was Calafiori just talking about his thoughts at the end of the game, and David Raya as well. It's funny because they gave the man of the match to David Raya, but then they let Calafiori come on and have his piece as well, who was the goal scorer. And quite frankly, I think Calafiori deserved man of the match on that one.
He had a good game.
Yeah, I thought he had an excellent game, considering the fact that we're talking about Miles Lewis-Skelly being a generational player, and then this guy comes in who we paid 40 million for last summer, and he's always been a don for us. I remember the goal against Man City that he scored. He likes to get forward and he likes to defend. What is there not to like about that? So Tony's eating, man. What's going on, Tony? What's your thoughts on the game? If you can spare
That was ugly, bro. That was ugly.
It was. But the ugly ones are normally the best ones because they come back at the end of the season and add on to your points tally. Yeah, Tony.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the highlights of the Crystal Palace game.
Right. So
Yeah.
switch over to Gary or Tony. Do you want to give us your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I will. I mean, I thought it was. There's certainly a lot of things that need to be worked on. I mean, obviously, we want to see Gyökeres get more involved. I mean, I was calling it at half time. Gyökeres, to me, doesn't have the effectiveness of Havertz at this stage, and that to me is the area of his game that he needs to improve on. Havertz is effective at both ends of the pitch, whereas Gyökeres doesn't have any kind of impact defensively, and he doesn't win his duels in the same way that Havertz does. We know that Havertz is a duel winner. Gyökeres has got to bring that into his game. But other than that, it's exactly as you pretty much said on the stream. Martinelli just not good enough, I'm afraid. And I understand what you're saying about giving him a couple of games to put himself out of the position, but I'll be honest with you, we need some kind of improvement on that left side. Eze would have been brilliant. I've seen him score today. If you don't get either Eze or Rodrigo, then you've missed out the opportunity to do something really important on the left-hand side of the pitch for the team. Odegaard, I actually didn't think Odegaard had a terrible game, but I obviously think I didn't think Odegaard had a terrible game, but he needs to keep it simple. He's trying too hard to get that magic pass, which ultimately eluded him. So yeah, that's my thoughts. And David Raya definitely
to Cranky to the stream. Oh, for you, man of the match. Okay.
Cranky,
How are you, bro?
When you return, look.
Say it again.
You look like Thierry Henry when he returned from America. What's happening?
I had my hat on, you know. I did a streamer. I just finished my stream, you know. I put my hat on. Put on a different look.
No, now you look like Cranky. It's like Superman.
Yeah. That's what I need to do. Put my hat on. So I'm glad we have a second game to play next week. We made Man U look like PSG looked last year. I watching the game thinking this score will not hold up. What people gotta tell me what happened in this game today. I'm totally confused. We were out of sorts. We were out coached. We were out physical. We were outplayed. We made Man U look like not a team who finished 15 last year. They're a better team.
Yeah, from my perspective, it looks like what we saw from preseason. I need to turn my volume down on my screen because it looks a bit loud. Preseason, we could see that they're trying to implement Zumbamendi into a single pivot, which is going to be quite the task, to be honest. I mean, a Thomas Partey on the field today, it would have been a completely different game. And as Vincey said, yeah, he's gone. We all understand that, but it's up to us now to try and to make this work. And what I saw today, I didn't see in preseason. Preseason, I saw Zumbamendi and Odegaard and Rice play very little. I think 37 minutes was the three of them in preseason. So coming in, it was always going to be a question for me is how are they going to integrate this triangle in the midfield? Because that's really our season. Our season is if we can't adhere to the excellence that Thomas Partey set, no disrespect to Zumbamendi, who's a fantastic player. He's a Rodri-like player, but Rodri and Thomas Partey are not the same players. So everything is situational when you have a single pivot. And remember, guys, why is it important single pivot? It's important so you can get that extra man in the box on your number 8. You can run an advanced 8 from a single pivot and not have to worry about protection on a counter attack, being overloaded in the midfield or your back four. So what I saw today was new. I saw Zumbamendi switch to the 8 and Rice at the 6, and then I saw them alternate and switch again, and they did it about 4 times. And I was like, well, what is that?
They both did make one today. They didn't make one today.
Yeah, but in answering your question, there is definitely a system change here, and I don't think they've got it down yet. And there's no disrespect to them on that. But looking at it today, I think it looked disjointed. There were bad performances all over the field from Odegaard, Declan Rice, Saka. That's your backbone, and none of them played well. None of them played well.
Well, the defense fought. The two centre halves fought really well. I'm not the biggest Ben White fan, so I'm not going to hear Lord Ben White. I don't think he's at the right level. I think there are levels to this thing. I'm not a big Ben White proponent. Calafiori did okay, even though he's kind of rash as we have talked about. The midfield was lost today. They had so many. They old coaches so bad. They go wide and spread the field and create space in between. Our 3 lines of defense were all over the place. There are gaps in the defense for the goalkeeper to pass the ball. What they did, they spread their center halves wide. We chased them, and space get created in behind. And between the 3 lines of defense, there was space for the entire game. We were beyond awful. People watch this game. You think we were Crystal Palace against Man City?
I think that the difference in the systems, because they had more men in the midfield, so they played a 3-5-2.
No, I understand, but you adapt,
so that's why,
Gary.
So you've only got the 3 in the midfield. They're always going to have spare people out wide.
But if you play inverted, you can cover that, right? We weren't playing inverted today. If you had a Lewis Kelly playing inverted, you can cover that 4. You're right. It's 3-4-3, but every system has a weakness. So when you play 3-4-3, unless your wing back can get back quickly, they're going to be spacing behind on the wings. We didn't have space on the wings and behind. They had space on the wing and behind. Doku was open for the entire game. He was over there running wild, and when they get the ball, they can do something with it. We were beyond awful.
I think that's a Ben White issue, though, with Doku.
But Ben White don't know what to do. Ben White knows when to tackle or when to jockey. He's just all over the place defensively. And he's only getting worse by the years. He's not getting better. And my frustration is, during preseason, I was laughing, Tony. So you and I are online with this, Tony. There was nobody talking about Partey in preseason. It's also Mendy how great he is. He's the wonder player. Nothing about Partey. Like Partey didn't ever play for Arsenal. No one mentioned him. That's why players got to think about themselves and not worry about any damn teams, because nobody gave a damn about him and what he contributed to the team. It's very obvious today. Declan Rice is a very good footballer. He's not a great footballer. He doesn't do anything exceptional on the football field except run back really hard. He can't beat a player. He can't go by a player. And Gokers looks like he's a championship player today. Now, it's his first game, so I wouldn't be that harsh, but he can't make a pass. He dribbled the ball. He stepped over and... I walked away from today. I almost turned off my stream today. I was so upset. I can't watch this nonsense. We were scrambling in the box the entire game, blocking like we're playing against the best team in football. We were awful.
But you know what? I'm glad you said that, because that makes me smile when you say we were awful. Because number one, I agree with you, and number two, we won the game. So
we were impotent offense.
Learn to lose ugly.
Wait. We were impotent offensively. Saka was poor, can't beat a man, cannot beat his man. He didn't beat the player one time on the right. Martinelli didn't exist. And Gokers looked like a championship player.
But you did see Saka beat the two men on the left at the end of the game.
But it didn't matter anymore.
Of course, we should have scored. He put the ball on the plate for Madueke and he fluffed these lines.
Oh, you mean that cross on the box? That cross in the box. Yeah, but the game was over. The game... We played 90-something minutes and he's going to make one play and we give him lauding him. No, he was poor.
I know he was poor. Yeah, he was poor.
And Odegaard trying some of the fancy passes that are not coming off. And when he lose the ball, we're under pressure. And what they did, Apollo, they were countering the entire game. They had a game plan, you know. Of course. Yeah, when you win it, you go wide quickly.
Yeah. I mentioned that. I mentioned that in the sixth, Declan Rice was trying to play the ball in transition and he gave the ball away. I said to Gary, Thomas Partey would never do that. Or if he did, it was a rare occursion. But we had the safety net knowing that the guy picking the ball up from the back four would transition past the midfield to the wings or the attacking play. Do you know what? We were spoilt with Thomas Partey because we never worried. We had no concerns that we would have a transitional issue. But now, in transition, we looked awful. I didn't know what was going on. I was confused. I said, who's the number 6? Who's the number 8? It was so confusing to understand. So there's definitely a system change somewhere. But it was baffling to watch.
You walk away thinking, how did I not get a result from this game? How did I not get an outcome? Because the team, how many keeps did the keeper make any save? Yeah, one shot from Odegaard. Did we didn't. I don't know.
You know what? It's good because when they came to the Emirates and we had 29 shots and couldn't hit a barn door and they ended up drawing the game 1-1. It saves. D's given man of the match to Zumbamendi. Oh wow. Okay.
Man of which match? I know Arsenal played the man of the match. Maybe the two centre halves should get some credit for what they have done in the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving any midfielder, any forward, any credit for anything today. Sorry.
All right, so let's kick off, guys. Let's kick off. Let me go first, and then we can all go around the table and see what our thoughts were. I'm giving Raya a 7. I thought he did not seem to be stressed in any way, shape, or form in a box except for after the first 6 minutes when he nearly fluffed his lines and he should have got to the ball. And that could be, as Gary would say, not coming in cold, but you've not played at this tempo all summer, and all of a sudden the game of the speed just transitions. So you go 0 from 100. But unfortunately, that's the name of the game, guys. That's what preseason's for, to get you ready for week 1. And all over the field, we didn't look ready. We struggled with the tempo of the game. We struggled with the pace of the game. And David Raya slipped there. But what he did do is he kept his lines well. Not really good in distribution today, but just managed these lines well. When the ball came to the box, he fisted it out. He done what United's goalkeeper failed to do. So that was a lesson from Raya, who's a back-to-back Golden Glove winner in the Premier League. He's the Premier League standard right now, and so he showed his class today. I'm going to give him a 7. Ben White, I actually didn't really have that much of an issue with Ben White today, apart from apart from looked like it was his left leg. That was Aylin. He got beaten in a one-on-one sprint over 40 yards into the box. I turned around to say, and Gary, and I said, Timber would have never get beaten like that. But then it turned out that it was actually an injury. So as soon as that happened, then he got taken off.
No, he got beaten. Couldn't you turn him? No, couldn't you turn him? He got beaten. So he got injured.
Apart from that, he made a huge intervention in the 18th minute in the first half where he saved a counter attack, and I thought that was a really good play on him. And that was on Kuhn. So, but yeah, I'm going to give Ben White a 6. Saliba and Gabriel, both of them, I'm giving a 7. The only thing with them is they looked a bit shaky playing the ball out of the back. Again, a transitional problem. Yeah, and is that because your pivot has got to be in the right place to receive the ball in space, and Thomas Partey was always always that guy. So is this something that the manager has to work on in training to ensure that your man is in position to receive in the pivot and move the ball forward? And I think they kind of struggled with that. Both centre backs kind of couldn't find much space with the ball into the midfield. So I think that's an overall problem, which is really what kind of we suffered with today. But again, both of them, you kept a clean sheet. That's the name of the game. That's what you're paid to do. And so both of them get a 7. California, I'm going to give it 8. I thought he had a really good game. I thought he had a good game in inverted. I thought he had a good game defending in terms of 3 times the both situations where Bremo cut loose. He was not defending him at the time. He was in an inverted position at the time. But it was 3 times in the second half, early in the second half, where he was matched up one-on-one in Bremo and he won all 3 duels. So I think he gave us a complete game today. And again, with the header. And if he didn't header the ball in, it would have went in as an own goal anyway. So I said to Vincey and I said to Gary, had he not scored, I still would have given the mark because I think he was sound today, which is something I can't say for many of the other players. Zumbamendi, I thought it was a mixed bag for Zumbamendi today. I thought I can only say, as Cranky and Tony knows how the saying goes, welcome to the NFL, welcome to the NBA. This was welcome to the Premier League. Just really trying to understand and adapt to how physical this league is. And the referee didn't help with that. Zumbamendi was fouled 3 times and the ref did not give a single foul. Forget a yellow card. We're not asking for a booking. We're asking you to blow your whistle, say it was a foul, and then it's the ball to the other team. And that was so frustrating. I thought the officiating today was so poor. I gave up on the referee after 50 minutes. It is just absolutely on the worst standards in Europe. Honestly, any referee in Europe watch this game and see just the pure bias in what was going on. It's just not acceptable at this standard. It's not acceptable anymore. Gary?
That's why I was just talking to my son.
Yeah, it's just not acceptable anymore. But Zumbamendi didn't have a bad game. I thought that he struggled in what they asked him to do. And this is going to be, and again, if you know Arsenal, you would have known in the preseason that getting him to come in here and do a single pivot, which no midfielder in Europe can do, guys. None of the top teams in Europe play with a single pivot. I've said that over and over and over and over again. Why? Because it's tremendously difficult to do. It's not something that everyone can do. It's just not. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they try this at Leeds next week, and then at Liverpool and Man United they say, look, let's just go with a double pivot. Let's go with a stay-at-home mate or an advanced state. Because from what I've seen, it's growing pains. And growing pains is not good when you're trying to win the league. Yeah? There's no, how shall I say, there is nothing to be in transition in terms of your team's learning and we're working on it. There's none. That's gone. Those days of being a team that's progressive towards building to something is gone. This is the build. There is no trust the process anymore. There is no plan. There's no phase this, phase 4, phase that. That's gone. The project is finished. It's time to win. So all this new system coming in now, I think it's just I think it's a problem. I think this is going to be an intangible. I think this is something that can work against you this season. I really do. And I'm not saying that Liverpool and City won't have their problems. They will. But our problem is definitely in the midfield. It's how this midfield is going to work with the system you have in place. And if you know it's not going to work, is that the reason why Arteta's doing what he's doing and changing this? Because you can definitely see it happening. But that's a conversation for another day. Declan Rice is in that conversation. I thought he was poor today. I'm giving him a 5. Even his shots look wild. This is a guy who can nail the ball in the postage stamp, and everything he did to do just looked wild. He lost the ball twice in the back in transition, something you cannot do. Don't lose the ball early in your half against good teams. United weren't a good team, so you didn't get punished today. But think back to 4 years ago when we used to get beaten 4-0, 5-0 by Man City and Liverpool. How did we lose those games? We lost those games because the likes of Xhaka, Mustafi, and all them guys in the midfield couldn't do a damn thing with the ball in transition, lost possession, gave the ball away, and then end up in the back of the net. Yeah? And obviously, that's something we're going to have to work on now, is how we're going to move this in transition. It's now my biggest worry. And so I don't know what you do with Declan Rice. A part of me is like, he's really adapted to 8. He's been learning it for 2 years. Why are you going to drop him back to the 6? If you bought Zumbamani to replace Partey, let him replace Partey. Let him play the number 6. Stop this foolishness putting Declan Rice at the number 6. Because he's developed really well into a world-class player at the 8. And now you're going to go and tell him to do something, which, by the way, guys, he didn't do at West Ham. I said this to the guys many times before. Souček is West Ham's number 6. People think Declan Rice played the 6. He never played the 6 at West Ham. He had what we would call a free role. He had a roaming role. Yeah, call it what you will. In the old days, you call it the number 5. Yeah, we don't really have a definition for the number 5 position these days because of how football's changed to 4-3-3. But my point is, if this guy was so good at the number 8, play him there. Play him at the number 8 in the advanced role. And then try to work the single pivot with Zumbamendi. And if that doesn't work, then just play the double pivot like you did when you had Jorginho in. It was very simple then. It was simple. If Partey was in there, you go with a single. If Jorginho was in there, you play a double. And then you'd have Ben White come in. You'd have Lewis Skelly and invert. You'd have your support. But what I saw today, I didn't understand it. I don't know. I can't tell you what you were doing in the midfield. I'm confused. I'm going to go back and watch the highlights to try and figure out again what he was trying to do. And will he do it again next week? Will he revert back to... I don't know. But what I do know is that weren't Arsenal for the last few years, what you saw today. It just wasn't. Oh, God, that's exhausting. Martin Odegaard, he's the other part of the 3 man in the midfield. And he was wayward with his passing. His passing wasn't good today. And it wasn't helped by the lack of movement and ability and by Martinelli, because 2 of the balls he played to Martinelli were really good balls. But Martinelli just wasn't on the same wavelength. And you could see the frustration in Odegaard. But as his overall game playing forward, it was poor. I did like his defensive game. He had 3 key recoveries in the first half and won some tackles off and possession, 2 of them off Bruno Fernandes, which I thought was key to Martin Odegaard's game. And that's where he's really good, guys. Yeah, he's a monster defending and impressing and setting that tone. And that was on display for us again today. But overall, I'm going to give Odegaard a 5. And Bukayo Saka also gets a 5. He gets a 5 as well. Quiet day from him, just lost. Just absolutely lost. And you guys, it was so apparent in the second half that normally Saka in every game gets double teamed, right? They put a single man on him. That's how comfortable they was with Bukayo Saka today. That they just put 1 man on him. I said, what's going on here? He made 1 play at the end of the game, but where was that in the first minute? Where was that setting the tone early on in the game? He beat 2-man and laid the ball on the plate for Madueke. Where was that all game? You need to come out of the blocks as the vice captain and set the tone by doing that early on and take the game by the scruff of the neck. So I don't know what happened. Look, really, really poor game from Saka today. He's your star boy. Martinelli, he was awful. He was awful today. He attempted just 5 passes today on 14 touches. Let's calm down a little and understand what I just said. He had 5 pass attempts today and he touched the ball 14 times. Just looked lost. We weren't any better when Madueke came on, but it just looked lost. And, you know, you turn down Eze on the left for this situation we're in now. Oh, man. Victor Gyökeres, I'm going to give him a 6, probably a 5.5, but I'll go with a 6. No, I'm going to go with a 5. Sorry, I won't go with a 5. Involved as the target man, but didn't provide much danger because, again, of the quality or lack thereof of balls into the box. Gary said it twice. Why are we hoofing the ball 60? This ain't Ivan Toney we're dealing with here. We were hoofing the ball up high where he was surrounded by 2 or 3 defenders, and that was really the service he got today. He got nothing or hardly anything in left on the flank. We've seen him, haven't we, for Sporting, get the ball out wide and then choose to come in and dribble into the box and cause havoc. Not once did we think to play the ball out wide to him. Not once. It was all wrong to and he struggled in his duels. In fairness to him, the referee, he won 3 of his duels and the referee gave him as a foul. I was like, what? How? Both guys jump up in the air to win a ball. That's called a duel. That's the very definition of 2 players trying to win something. That's called a duel. You don't get a foul just because somebody wins, defensively or offensively. All it means is that the better player won the duel because it has to do with your body angles, how you go into it. As long as you don't use your elbows, yeah, it's fair is fair. The referee was all over the place on duels today. He just got it consistently wrong, time after time after time after time. So I'm not going to put that on Gyökeres. I think he done well in winning 3 of those. But he must have thought to himself, I said to Gary, everyone in the world says the Premier League is the most physical league in the world. He must have thought this is a pussy league. I come in there showing my muscle and you giving me fouls for everything I win. You guys told me this is a physical league. I'm being physical. And you're blowing the foul on me like that. Honestly, if I'm Gyökeres, I'm confused right now. Gyökeres must be thinking, what kind of fluffy league is this? What kind of fairy fluffy league is this thing going on right now? Honestly, it's baffling. It wound me up. Not just me, Gary, today. I don't know how Cranky feels about it. It wound me up. It pissed me off.
If you watch my stream, well, I wouldn't suggest watching it. Give my comments about the referee for the entire game. I thought he was beyond being unfair. It's not bad, just being unfair. There's a difference between being bad, you know what you're doing, and you calling for one team throughout the entire game. And there were instances where I'm, as a defender, behind you, and I push on you, you call a foul, you only cause it for one side. It was beyond awful.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. So I'm going to spot this off now by I'm giving Arteta a 6. And normally he would get a 5 on this performance, but your job as the manager is to go to Old Trafford, a place where you've struggled, not you generally, but actually every other Arsenal manager has struggled to go up there and get anything. And in all due respect to Arteta, he has the best record against Man United than any Arsenal manager in history. I think it's now 6 games. Is it 6 games, Gary?
Yeah,
in the last 6 games, 5 wins and 1 draw.
In the top 6.
Yeah, that's right. Against Manchester United, over the last 6 games, 5 wins and 1 draw. No Arsenal manager's got that record. So your job as a manager, Mikel, is to go up there, get 3 points, and come back down. Yeah, and then you're going to beat them at the Emirates, you know, God willing. So you've done your job. You've got through a tremendously difficult games where a lot of your players went on it. Yeah, that's not on the manager. Yeah, but what's on the manager is what on earth were you doing in the midfield with Zubimendi and Declan Rice? Like, I need to know. I need you to tell me, Mikel, what on earth were you doing in the midfield? Because I'm confused. I don't get it. I don't think that the players knew. I think you gave them instructions and they didn't understand. Zubimendi, because he's not played as a single before in this league, or it was his league debut. Players struggle on debuts. We get it. We know it happens all the time. I'm not gonna bemoan you for that. But you bought Declan Rice and you've spent 2 years developing as an 8, and then he plays at the 6. So, Mikel, sort it out, man. What we need, Mikel, is stability. We need stability. So throw the antics out. Don't overcomplicate it, which we know Pep Guardiola does all the time. Don't fall into the trap, bro. If there's one thing you can distinguish yourself between Pep Guardiola right now, don't fall into that trap, man, and try and overcomplicate it. It's not that complicated. Football can be very easy or very difficult. Don't do what Rafa Benitez did, which got him kicked out of Liverpool after winning the Champions League. Don't overcomplicate it. Because today, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm baffled right now. I don't know what to expect against Leeds next week. And even though they're not a difficult team to play, I just want you to get something working and then get the players to fixate themselves on it. Because I don't think they knew what they were doing today. I don't think Rice knew what he was doing today. And Zubimendi, man, it just went, parts of today's game just went over his head. But look, you're the manager. Your job is to go in there and get 3 points, and you did that. So congratulations, you get a 6 out of 10 today. Gary, you've been waiting for a while, so you got the conch.
Okie dokie. So, David Raya, I'm going to give him a 7.5. I think the saves that he made were pretty run-of-the-mill for a top-class goalkeeper. Not so good with his distribution today, but then again, that was just to set the tone for the game being so scrappy. But everything that he had to do, he done well. So 7.5 for him. Ben White, I share Cranky's sentiments about Ben White. He's either brilliant or he's tragic. Then there's not really a lot of in between. But he does offer slightly more, probably going forward than Timber, but Timber is the better defender. So I thought he'd done everything right, but he had a bit of trouble against Cunha, didn't he? And against Doku. I'm not too sure Ben White plays the inverted role well, and Doku seems to have an awful lot of space over on his flank. So I'm going to give Ben White a 5. Something, obviously, Timber, I don't think was fit enough to start, as he would have been in. Saliba and Gabriel both looked a little bit shaky, but they've done their jobs at the end of the day. So, they made a couple of block tackles. They got their heads on things. They fought well against Cunha and then Sesko when he come on. So, good performances from them too. A 7 is a fair reflection of their efforts. Calafiore, I could agree with the 8. I think he just nicks my man of the match from David Raya. Scored the goal, was threatening on the break every time we broke, used the ball well, defended really well. Like you said, Apollo, it was a complete kind of performance from him. I think we overlooked the fact that Miles Lewis-Skelly played last season due to Calafiore's injury problems. Now, if we see Calafiore fit, I don't think it will be that. I think he will be the first choice left back in the team. And today he proved what he brings to the team. So, good performance from him. My man of the match, he gets an 8. Zubimendi, obviously, first game in the Premier League, Old Trafford, difficult place to go. We knew Man United were going to be up for the fight first game of the season after the disastrous season last year. So it was never going to be an easy game. Zubimendi, I think he coped well with the physical aspect. But like you say, in this midfield, there's a lot of working out that's got to be done. So it was a decent, should we say, first effort from him. Sometimes playing a single pivot, which is probably new to him. Got helped out from Rice. So a fair reflection is a 6 for him. Declan Rice wasn't really good in any aspect, but just kind of done the bare minimum. We didn't really see him going forward. I think that was more of a case of him sort of like babysitting Zubimendi. So we kind of took away from his game to help Zubimendi kind of settle in. And we may see that for a period of time. Hit one free kick, which took a deflection that could have been on target. But apart from that, very quiet game from Declan Rice. A 5, again, is a fair reflection. Odegaard, I'm going to give a 4. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't seem to do the simple things well. Everything with Odegaard has to be flamboyant. There was a couple of breaks where we was breaking and he can't find the pass, or he tries to take the man on instead of passing the ball. These are the things that a guy in his position should be getting right more times than wrong. And today I just think he got it all wrong. Cut the flamboyancy, play simple ball, carry on your run, get yourself into the box, maybe get on the end of things. So a bit disappointed with Odegaard today. So a 4 for him. Saka, I'm going to give a 4. Didn't even realise he was still on the pitch at times. We didn't really play out to him as much. And you can say that we're trying to change the system and, you know, we're bedding in new players, but that doesn't stop someone passing the ball to a player of choice. And there was none of that really today. So disappointed with his performance. But then at the end, he comes up with a lovely piece of skill, puts it on the plate for Madueke, who absolutely messed it up. But Saka, I'm going to give a 5. Martinelli, I'm going to give him a 1. I've never given anybody a 1 before. But this guy just isn't up to the standard that we require if we're going to be challenging for the big trophies. He has no football sense. You know, he makes a run, head down. He can't see what's around him because his head's looking at the floor. Simple passes he can't pull off. Very rarely does he beat his man. I've never seen him beat his man on the inside and whip a shot to the far post. Never seen him do that. A couple of times when Odegaard had the ball, he doesn't make the right run. It's just like his confidence is shot to bits, and he doesn't look anything like the player we saw 2 seasons ago. I think he's got maybe another 2 or 3 games before we see Madueke come in, unless we sign a left winger, and then it's adios Martinelli in January or the summer. He will be sold. I think has been reports that this season the only reason we didn't sell him was due to his disastrous season, which knocked money off of his market value. So Arsenal obviously looking for 60 million plus, and at the moment he's probably a 40 million pound buy from somewhere in Italy or Spain where it's a lot easier for him. So very disappointed with him today. Gyökeres, I thought the service to him was absolutely dreadful. Every ball played up to him was head height, above his head, chest height, you know, and he was against 2 or 3 centre backs at all times, and he never really had any chance to control the ball. No, there was not one ball played into his feet. He couldn't hold it up. We saw him break out to the left once and receive the ball. Unfortunately, when he got into the box, he fluffed his lines and kind of just trod on the ball. But as a first performance, I think there's encouragement to take from it. It's going to take him a while to bed in. If he would have nicked a goal today, I think it would have flattered his performance. But all in all, I still think he's going to be the guy that can fire us to the title. He just needs the service, and we need to adapt to him, and he needs to adapt to us. And I think that will happen over the course of, within 10 games, he'll be firing and the team will be firing. Arteta today, a 6 is probably generous for him. I think he picked the right starting lineup. He made substitutions at the right time. I think the mistake's been made in pre-season where we didn't see the first 11 starting games. You know, you're starting different formats, but at some point you need to get the first 11 in for 2 or 3 games and get them running the plays. So they get used to each other quicker. Because in pre-season, that's the time when you mess up, right? Doesn't matter in pre-season. It's about fitness, cohesion, and everybody gelling. And we didn't really see that to the Athletic Club game, where we looked phenomenal. Well, today we looked like we did in pre-season before the Athletic Club game. We just looked atrocious all over the pitch. There was no cohesion. It looked like a team that had just been put together. And I know we had 2 new players starting, but that shouldn't affect the team performance so bad. Not in my book, anyway. So plenty for him to work on. Leeds up next. I expect us to be much, much better than today. If Man United would have come out with a draw today, or even a win, there would be no complaints, to be honest, because we didn't really deserve the 3 points, but we got them. And sometimes that's a sign when you win ugly, that's what wins you cups and championships. Because last season, when we was dropping all these games, where we were scoring first, we was conceding sloppy goals when we wasn't playing well. And
Gary, what did I say to you? Gary, what did I say to you was the reason why we didn't compete for the title last season? Yeah, because of those 14 draws.
Yeah, exactly. Because of games like this. Last season, this would have been a draw or a United win.
Yeah.
You know, so we've got through it. However you want to look at it, the 3 points is under our name. And with Liverpool and City winning yesterday, it was important to get off the mark with 3 points today, because we don't want to concede any ground early. Remember, we've got Liverpool coming up, we've got City coming up. So we want to be, I'm not going to use the word in the hunt, but we want to be level with them. So if we draw or beat them, we either lose, we either gain an advantage, or we keep the same as them. Because as the season progresses, when the table starts sorting itself out after 10 to 15 games, we don't want to be anywhere behind them, in my opinion. So plenty to work on for Arteta. He's got the squad. There's no reason why he can't go really far in this title race. I think today Norgard would have been a great shout on the bench to come on to bring Premier League experience as a holding midfielder. In, you know, if you're going to replace Declan Rice or Zubamendi. So that was a bit of a shock, and I think that would have been, we would have seen out the game a little bit better if Norgard would have been on the pitch. So all in all, we got the 3 points, job done. It wasn't pretty. It was terrible, really, for most of the game. But 3 points is 3 points.
Yeah, Cranky, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to be shorter. I'll say a couple of things because it's quick for me. Raya, 7.5. Thought he made some very good save, especially the header. Ben White, I think we need to upgrade. Well, we already upgraded, so I'm a Timber fan. I give White a 5. I think he struggled today in a lot of instances. Didn't get out to his man quick enough and make the it's not a left winger, but the person playing in that wide area, what's his name? Doku? Look like he's a world-class player. Sometimes you have to be closer. Sometimes you have to edge inside. Sometimes you have to be closer to change things. He didn't. I thought Saliba and Gabriel were good. They were ruffled somewhat because they were getting so much pressure. I thought 7 is a good grade for each of them. I thought Carter Fury, he scored, so that's an extra point and a half. He played decent in a lot of instances, still overly aggressive to me. So I'm going to give him a 7. I'll give Zubimendi a 6.5. I thought he was good in segments of the game, but he's slow. And that combination between him and Rice and how they played, and also Odegaard linked up, is not working. And I think Arsenal still miss Xhaka. I know you're going to hate to hear that. Xhaka, Partey, and Odegaard was our best midfield by a country mile.
Add Mustafi in there as well while you're at it.
No, but if you think about it, the year where we came close to winning was Xhaka running the midfield, spraying those left passes cross field, helping out Martinelli, covering defensively. Xhaka played both ways and scored a lot of goals when he was going to play the A too. So Xhaka, and by the way, went to Liverpool, went to Germany, and had the most touch of any footballer in Europe for the year they won the title. Just saying, and played the six too.
So I would advise you watch Sunderland a lot this season. He didn't do much yesterday, by the way,
and they won 3-0 yesterday. So we keep I know you go respond. We keep going. We say Rice is English and he's overrated. I'm sorry, he's overrated because he's English. I know he's on the Ballon d'Or list. He's overrated.
So
he's he's overrated.
So let's say this: Xhaka, who barely got a goal last season, is a quality.
He was playing the 6 like Partey. He was playing the 6 last season, not the 8.
Oh God.
He played the 6 too. He played the 6 for them. He played the 6. He played the 6.
I'm not gonna let you rope me in on Xhaka.
Exactly. So let's keep going. Rice, ordinary footballer. Sorry, a lot of energy, plays hard, no exceptional ability in no given area. Can beat a man, can make an decisive pass, can get you behind, can split the line. Nothing exceptional in his game. Very hard footballer, works hard. Decent footballer. When I hear him being talked about, he should be captain of Arsenal. He should be this, should be that. I'm like, have you watched him play football? He doesn't do anything exceptional. He's a good footballer who works his butt off. Don't make him out to be Zinedine Zidane. Don't make him out to be Pirlo, because he's not. He's a good footballer. What we're missing is an Eze playing the 8, even though Eze defensively is challenged, to go by people, split defense, create havoc. We don't create havoc. That's why we struggle. We're struggling because we have no inventiveness in our team, apart from Odegaard a little bit. And his inventions are not working. Saka, 4. Ordinary. 1 good play for the entire game, maybe 1.5. Martinelli, not grading him. Wasn't on the field today. We played with 10 men. Gyökeres, 3. Looked like he's a championship player. Yes, he didn't get good service today. But when he gets the ball, he can't make a pass. Can't link up really well. Yes, he got physical. Yes, the ref wasn't fair. But whenever he get a chance to make a pass, he had a ball down the wing late in the game before he got pulled out. That's why he got pulled. And you're like, what are you doing? You're one-on-one with the defender initially. Then you waited, so the man came over. You don't know what to do with the ball. He had a couple of balls to play in behind. He overcooked the pass. I hope he gets better because it's not looking good. Arteta, 5. We won. So he gets that. I can't praise him because I thought he got out-coached today real badly. Like real badly out-coached. As usual. He has a good system. He may be good on training field. His match performances are atrocious most times. His match management, his game management, today he did a better job in the substitution. There were 60 minutes versus 70, 68, 70. I thought he would have taken off Odegaard and put in Nwaneri because I think Odegaard was struggling. Odegaard took 1 shot. He had a couple points in the first half. He had a ball to play in Saka in. He didn't. Made the wrong decision over and over and over again in the game. In terms of support, Madueke, he was okay. Missed a good chance. Didn't get enough time. But he got time, but we were out possession today. I would love to see what the possession stats were. We were out possessed today. We couldn't keep the ball. We couldn't play the ball out from the back. That's why Raya was going long. Marino, not enough time. Havertz, he came on. If he plays the way he plays, Gyökeres may be on the bench the way he looked today, but his first game. So I'm going to give him time to grow and get used to a very physical league. And who else came on? Timber came on, does what Timber does, physical. And Lewis Kelly came on. Lewis Kelly has to learn that you can't be making a mistake and cost your team game. He did it about 2 or 3 times last year. You almost made 1 today. You got to be very careful when you're playing last man in defense. You're not in midfield anymore. You have no one behind you to protect you. Make sure you get rid of the ball quicker than you normally do. So those are my perspective on the team and the ratings. The referee, I don't know what negative number I can give somebody for anything, but whatever the worst number is, I can give the worst number. He was beyond awful today. And he was actually being unfair. There's a difference between bad and look like you're biased towards a team, and he looked biased today versus being just poor. Because the same type of situations, the same type of incidents, didn't have the same type of outcomes in terms of how he called the game. And that's not okay.
I mean, that's a point that I really don't understand, how you can give one thing and then you see another thing that's exactly the same and you don't call it.
Yeah,
there was 3 or 4 on Gyökeres. There
Yep.
was a couple on Odegaard. There was 2 or 3 blatant pushes in Saka's back. And the referee's just like, nah, not giving it.
Yeah, I know slow motion can make things look bad, but Zomemene got elbowed in the throat by Mbeumo in the first part of the game, the first 3 minutes. He elbowed him in the throat to try to win the ball. And one can say he's protecting the ball. Go back and look at the replay. He didn't call anything. So then they went down and almost scored, right? That was like in the first 5 minutes of the game. Those things are not okay. And then if you touch one of the other players, I see Havertz got fouled, Gyökeres got fouled, Zomemene. It became after a while like, I didn't listen to Arteta's press conference or I know he was interviewing US TV, and people like to say he liked to complain, but today he had a reason to complain.
So I just want to show you guys, let me just add this to the screen, a couple of things here. Number one, if I can get this up. Why can't I get this up? Oh, here it is. This is from Andy, our Spurs panelist on 101. Gary, you're going to meet him this Friday. I'm going to try and do a Premier League show this Friday, Gary. Okay. You'll be able to meet Andy then. Andy says, Arsenal did what strong teams do, which is win even when playing poorly. They have the meanest defense in the league, which will stand them in a good stead this season, but they need to work out the attacking plan because that was non-existent today. That's Andy's thoughts.
Man, he was right about that.
Yeah, but I mean, me and Gary have both talked about the sign of a good team is when you can win when you're not playing well. And today I was surprised, actually. Sky Sports is the first time I've heard Nick Wright and Roy Keane and them lot guys in there actually call David Raya the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. I mean, look, it's all right. He's won the Golden Gloves back-to-back seasons. We get that. But they're talking about from a purely technical standpoint. They're saying David Raya is the best goalkeeper in the league. So it's not surprising, but it's shocking. To hear it coming from them so soon and acknowledging how good David Raya is, I'm actually surprised. As far as Arsenal winning at Old Trafford, with the atmosphere, with our poor record there, I know Arteta's record is very good there. I think winning ugly is so important when you're in this situation here. And that is what, you can go back home, you can take a deep breath, you can think, okay, we got the 3 points. But then, these guys, Albert Headphones, Nicholas Yova, they're not easy on these players. They'll be drilling them in on Monday morning when they go, and actually Monday's walkthroughs. So Monday morning when they go in the afternoon and they get their USB cards and the breakdown of their performances, the players are going to have to answer the fire for this performance because it wasn't a good one. And the managers and coaches would not be happy. But for me, I just like the fact that, again, same thing with last season when injury suspensions capitulated us, and yet we still had the best defense. And that's the quality. You can't take the quality away from a team in that regard. This team is full of quality, and you will put in bad performances. I'm glad we got this one out of the way because Man United Old Trafford for the first game of the season, I don't think we've ever had that before, Gary. I don't think we've ever had that before. So, yeah, that's me.
As just quickly, as that point from the Spurs guy Andy about the attacking plan, I wouldn't say it was non-existent. We just didn't make the most of the breakaways that we had. We could have quite easily broke 4 or 5 times and scored 1 or 2 more goals, but we just got that element of it wrong. So in any game, you can't just be attack. The Premier League has evolved so much now. So every team now that you go to play, there's no easy games. United had a very good game plan. Yeah, they packed the midfield. They put pressure on us in the midfield because obviously we didn't have no Thomas Partey. They knew that we was bedding in Zubimendi. They had the two new guys up front, which obviously they wanted to prove a point. So they was always going to have their chances. We've seen Mbeumo play for Brentford and score goals. So he was always going to be dangerous. So all in all, the attacking intent maybe wasn't there like we want it to be, but there was numerous chances we had that we just didn't make the most of.
And the one thing I need to say to you and Cranky is talking about football analytics, talking about how good a team is, whether it's any team, whether it's Liverpool, City, Arsenal, whatever. You always measure a team by 4 or 5 measures. Yeah, those measurements encapsulates how good a football team is. Are you a good football team? And that is number one, your goalkeeping. Yeah, that is the first and foremost. Your goalkeeping is number one. Your number two is your off-ball transition. So what do you do when your team does not have the ball? This is something this is Mikel Arteta's biggest transition from Arsenal into a club that was struggling to even get in the top 4 to one of the best teams in the world. What Mikel Arteta does with us in terms of the rondo and off the ball has been nothing short of incredible. Number 3 is transition. So how does a team from one side of the field move the ball and get to the other side of the field? How do you shift between defense into attack? And then the last thing is possession, which is on the ball. So how good are you at keeping the ball? How you good at recycling the ball, not giving away possession, that sort of thing. So those are the 4 main things that you can put down on a panel and say how good a team is, whether it's PSG, Real Madrid, or every team is judged on those analytics. And so when you looked at where Arsenal was and has been over the last few years, everything has been trending and ticking upwards. My concern is the transition. That's the thing that I think today I wasn't happy with. And it's only one game, and teams have bad games. I get it. But because I know Thomas Partey is not coming in to rescue this situation, that is the one thing that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. And look, we could go through the next month and absolutely have the best midfield play that we've seen, and they could surprise us. But I'm saying I need to see that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I have no issues with us in our goalkeeping, no issues with defensive off the ball, possession, on the ball in possession, a little bit of issues in terms of what we do in the final third, but that's a training issue. But the transition for me is a problem, man. Like if you lose transition, that leads to a lot of problems. That leads to inability to do anything on the flanks and the wings. It leads to lack of overloads. It leads to lack of 1-2s. It leads to lack of space. Players running into space, being able to receive the ball. It leads to also giving the ball away cheaply in your own half, which leads to goals against. So the whole transition aspect for me is our season. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I hope we're better next week.
I mean, I don't know if any of you guys watched the Man City or the Liverpool game or even the Tottenham game, to be honest.
Liverpool weren't that great. They won it in the last minute. They were sloppy.
Well, it's not only that. I think a lot of the teams were creators of their own downfall. So they gave the ball away in bad positions, which allowed City, Liverpool and Spurs to literally score goals or put balls into the box, which resulted in goals. Even though we do that, we've done that today, kind of, I still feel that our defence is better than the 3 teams I just mentioned. So even if we give the ball away in silly places, we're less likely to concede a goal. But ultimately, we don't want to be doing that. So the point I'm trying to make is, yes, we scored a goal today, but we was good enough at the back to hold on to that lead. I don't think the other teams will be when they come up against top class opposition. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my 2 cents. I'm out.
Okay, guys. Right. So I think we're done.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're done for today. Guys, Gary, I want to thank you. I want to thank Garfield, who was here as well. Thank Tony. Tony's on his honeymoon in Peru, so much love to Tony. I want to thank Cranky to come in here on his busy schedule and tell us what his thoughts was. Always, 101 is always your home, Cranky. You know that. You're my brother.
Like the new studio, Cranky. Looking good.
Yeah, thank you. You know, I have to represent our team.
And guys, most importantly, I want to
put
thank
this team together. You know, take some time to put them together. So,
most importantly, I want to thank all you guys in the chat. You guys give us fuel for the fire. You give us the energy. Socials, Cam, D, Vincey, 18, everybody who's turned up today. Just appreciate you. You know, this is a journey, and I'm so glad that we get to do it all together. But look, we've got Leeds coming up. I am going to try. I'm taking some new meds now, and I'm feeling on a positive side. I probably will be trying to do a weekly Arsenal show for you guys, just do a roundup of the events of the weekend. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. It will probably just be a podcast because I really don't have the time to put together editing for 2 hours. I just don't have that time anymore. So I'll probably be doing some midweek stuff, and then I'll hopefully see you guys on Premier League Friday as well. And that's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. 3 points for us. Bigger Arsenal, and let's move this thing forward.